not even let up for a hitter almost.
8-0. Who gives a Today, Guelph won 27-6. Like, yeah, 27-6. You do not let teams back in this lead. 8-run lead went away like this, and then we had to go back and forth.
It's such a grind sometimes when you play these teams because anything could happen, especially with some of the ballparks that we play at. Kitchener, Toronto, I know Chatham's got a small ballpark. Like, things can change quickly. They did today, but we showed like what type of team we are. I know this is the second game of the year, but we really came together and really buckled them. All right, we came back and we really came on strong again, which I think shows what type of team we are.
Welland came in here to play us, and being a defending champs and all that, they have a target on their back, and we kind of were up for the challenge, and they came in here, we beat them. So I think that was a really good test for a new group, especially. So I think that was kind of, our biggest eye-opener, was saying, hey, like, we're a legit team here and a top contender as well as these guys. So.
Whoa, Marriott clubs it deep into right field. That's gone! First pitch is lined into left field just past the glove of Noah Hall. Malik Williams comes up with it. The throw coming in is not in time. 2-run score.
We came out looking good. And so I know we had a couple high-scoring games, and we were like, wow, our offense looks, great, putting up good numbers on good teams. But I think we kind of set the tone early of like, hey, the Cardinals are once again looking good and better, right?
I know we were leading the league in like a lot of hitting stats, pitching stats, all that. So I think at that time, we were the team to beat for sure.
Aggressive base running yet again by the Cardinals. It is 8-1 in the 6th. Will deliver to Banning's on his way to third. Rappel flares it into center field. Tie ball game.
And I've always been a big believer that hitting's contagious. I mean, if you look in the stat books at those games too, we're almost in double digits hitting each time. Once you start going, you just keep rolling.
Big dogs, only.
Oh boy, Daly took that one heavy. That is that's a tough kid right there.
Yep.
Wow. He's going to stay in this ball game as he'll head down to first. I can't believe he's staying in the game, Neil. Harrington delivers. Bernardo sends it into right. That's going to bounce down. And it's a wave around coming home. And Daly is safe.
I think it was like the eagerness to play again. Like, I think everybody had like that drive. There was a different type of spark to be on the field. I wasn't playing much because I was coming off my injury, but it was like I was so excited to get back because of how well we were playing and like how everybody was gelling together, and like the way we were swinging the bats was amazing. It was like, it almost felt like, I mean, a bunch of us in the bullpen were like, it felt like we couldn't lose. Like, even when we lost, it felt like it didn't feel like a loss.
Let's go!
This one is rocked to right field. High, deep, and gone. That might have caught a piece of the scoreboard on the way by. 2-run homer. Cardinals up by 9.
And so May was exciting for us. I think we, rolled through a couple good teams and had some great games, great pitching, great offense, and we put a lot of things together at that time, and it was looking really good.
We were coming out of the gate like really hot and playing really good baseball, but it's tough to sustain. It's such a competitive league. Baseball's a long season, right? A lot of ups and downs, but yeah, hopefully we just have more ups than the downs.
Do you have feedback on Cable 14's programs? Let us know by calling 905-523-1414, extension 227, or email feedback@cable14.com.
Adele is one of our current staff members. She had a rough, challenged life, and it was because of your support that made that difference. She is now on the right track, continuing her education, going into a...
The following is a Cable 14 sports presentation.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Friday Night Baseball. Neil Sherwastwa here up high atop the Bird's Nest here at Burning Arbor Stadium as the Hamilton Cardinals will take on the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. Reed Duffy is away enjoying a well-deserved vacation. But thank you so much for tuning in as the Cardinals are now taking their field here, riding high off of a historic night last night. The Cardinals behind the pitching of Owen Boone, who set a new Cardinal record with the first no-hitter in this league, a 9-inning masterpiece last night. As the Cardinals defeated the the Kitchener Panthers 18-0 behind Boone's first no-hitter in the IBL. Of course, the first 9-inning no-hitter since June 16th, 1970. Them up here momentarily. There is, of course, Owen Boone coming out to the baseline after throwing an absolute masterpiece last night. And we'll take a pause now as the anthem singer is coming out to bring us through the national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Let's give a big round of applause to Charlotte Buste.
Charlotte Buste with a great rendition of today's anthem. And, of course, the Cardinals will get back here ready to take on the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers here on Cable 14. I'm Neil Sherwastwa. Apparently we're flying solo today, but that's okay. Thanks for hanging out wherever you're watching on Cable 14. If you're watching in Chatham-Kent as well, we do appreciate you tuning us on this evening. A home-and-home series between probably two of the biggest surprises and maybe a little bit of a disappointment if you're a Cardinals fan as far as the record goes, but there's no questioning the drive of this Chatham-Kent Barnstormers team. Just their second year in operation, in second place in the IBO with a 15-9 record. Manager Gil Rendon has done a great job of just at sometimes having to put a patchwork lineup out in the field, but getting the results he needs in the later stages of the ball games that have been translating to wins. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. Evan Morrison, the second baseman, will lead things off. Spencer Marcus is in center field. He's batting second. Masuki Fukuda, the catcher, is batting third. Braxton Haggis batting fourth in left field. Seth Strong, the first baseman, the Panda, is back in the lineup. Hopefully not going to hit one to right field tonight. If we hope not anyways, but he's in there. He's in the fifth spot. Owen Constantino, the Ottawa native, Carleton grad, is the designated hitter. Sadler Goodwin's at shortstop. Spencer Morin is in right field, and Robert Mackey is at third base. Preyas Adamas on the hill for the Cardinals, looking for their third straight win here. On so far this season, they've gone to 2-0. They've gone two-game winning streaks, never got to three. Tonight would be an ideal opportunity to do so here at home and just continue to right the ship under Luis Bernardo and new coaching staff. Adamas has finished his warm-up pitches, and Evan Morrison will step to the plate momentarily here.
Stepping up to the plate, the second baseman, number 44, Evan Morrison.
Morrison has been tearing the cover off the ball, and justifiably so, was named an All-Star this morning. We'll go through the All-Star team. We'll go through the North team during the first inning. We'll take care of the South team after the bottom of the first as well. But yes, thanks so much for tuning us in as we're underway now. As Adamas gets the sign from the new catcher, Hernandez. First pitch to Morrison, misses high and inside for ball one. First pitch at 7:36 p.m. here, Eastern Standard Time. Dave Phillips calling the balls and strikes. Chris Marcos at first and Sean Schaefer at third. As Morrison fouls this one off, and the count is quickly 1-1. We see the notes in the chats as well, folks. I know there's some people sitting there going, Mr. Strong got snubbed, but we'll get into that during the ballot selection and everything else, and we'll explain the process. It's a comebacker up the mound. Adamas has to get out of the way as Morrison is aboard here with a leadoff single. That's an excuse me, and there goes the no-hitter right off the first batter. And, well, if you hit that in the pool after the bingo card last night, hey, you probably won yourself some money. Spencer Marcus now the batter, the center fielder. Another All-Star on this lineup. Of course, the Barnstormers with, I believe, 7 All-Stars this year. So we'll bring up the All-Star rosters here. And we'll talk a little bit about it. But Marcus, of course, is doing another bang-up job for these Barnstormers, as he did last year. Marcus comes in batting .386 on the season. 12 RBIs. Fouls off the first offering from Adamas for strike one. Just underway here on Cable 14. No score between the Barnstormers and Cardinals. Another beautiful night for baseball. There was rain in the forecast, but that's not till supposed to be between 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock here, so hopefully somebody's got the lead by that time and we can go home early. Of course, these teams are back at it in Chatham-Kent tomorrow night, 7:05 start on the Barnstormers YouTube channel. Myself and Jenny are making the trip up tomorrow night. First time up to Chatham-Kent, so we're looking forward to hanging out and seeing a lot of you folks out there in the Barnstormer country. Plus, we got to check out the new grandstands that just got installed just in time for Saturday night's opener. Or unveiling, I guess. As Marcus swings and misses it out, offering counts 0-2 here. Adamas is 0-2 offering. Swung on and missed. Marcus goes down on strikes, and they're going to call the runner out.
That is another Little Caesar strike.
They're both out because of the caught stealing and batter's interferences. Marcus is just trying to swing through there, an unfortunate call, but that is the right call by the plate umpire, Dave Phillips here. And now Gil Rendon is going to come down here and ask for an explanation on that one. There was a strikeout, and the catcher's interference throws the runner out going at second base.
Catcher number 45, Mitsuki Fukuda.
I bring him Mitsuki Fukuda. Another great guy in this lineup, and he's a defensive cannon artist, that's for sure. Read somewhere, of course, I think that was Dan Dominguez with the stats line. Barnstormers have thrown on 18 runners trying to steal bases in the covers. That's in part to the job that Fukuda has done behind the plate with his partner Oda back there as well. Adamas way ahead of the count quickly here at 0-2. Braxton Haggis waits on deck here. That one misses upstairs. Adamas thought he had his ender. That one is now 1-2. Scoreless here in the top of the first inning. That one is fouled away. Fukuda stays alive at 1-2. You can hear Bernardo yelling instructions from the bench there at his pitcher and catcher. This Yammer Hernandez was acquired not so long ago. What an opening for that one. And that one just misses inside there, and they count now 2-2 on Fukuda. Even Fukuda wasn't sure. He wasn't not struck out on that one. But the count now 2-2. Adamas will get another sign from Hernandez. The 2-2 offering. Fouled away. Fukuda doing a good job of staying alive here. Well, last week we had June bugs. This week we got flying ants. Just can't win for the bugs. It's a bug life up here. Adamas gets the sign again from Hernandez. 2-2 offering. Called strike three. Fukuda knew it. Didn't even argue it. And the Cardinals will come to bat here in a scoreless tie here after half an inning. We'll look quickly at the North Side All-Stars, starters and reserves. We'll do the South team after the half inning as well. Yep, so the North starters, of course, at catcher, you got Junior Ibarra from the Kitchener Panthers. Jordan Castaldo is at first base. Diane Mara is at second base from Toronto. Brandon Nickel from the Hamilton Cardinals, of course, is the starting shortstop. Garrett Takamatsu, the starting third baseman from the Guelph Royals. Josh Williams, the designated hitter from the Cardinals, is your starting designated hitter, although Ryan Rio was elected there, but unfortunately due to injury, he cannot participate and was substituted by Josh Williams. Tyler Duncan, Rocky Mountain Thunder, is in center field. Kristen Clark is, of course, out there as well. Nico Kakatos, Owen Boone, and Dustin Richardson rounded up the starters. As we take a quick look at the starting lineup for your Cardinals in this game, Yoki Pena will lead things off. Brandon Nichols at shortstop. Tyler Dinkins in center field. Carlos Domingos in right field. Josh Williams batting fifth. The designated hitter Salazzo is batting sixth at third base. Yammer Hernandez making his home debut is the catcher. He's batting seventh. Tanner Reppel is batting eighth at first base, and Tommy Reyes Cruz is at second base in the ninth spot. And of course, an old friend on the hill, Mizuki Akasuka, on the hill for the Barnstormers, also known as the switch pitcher. He did a great job last year for the Cardinals before moving on to the Barnstormers this year, where he's been a stalwart, eating up a lot of innings. 55 innings pitched in the season, sixth in strikeouts across the league. I believe he's got a 4-5 record, but yes, the record's not indicative of how valuable he is to this team. Usually gives you 6 or 7 innings without fail. And if you can get a guy on the mound like this, it's definitely a welcome commodity. Saves your pitching staff on a weekend where you have 4 games in 4 days. That is for sure. Yoki Pena will lead things off here as the throwdown by Fukuda is down to second base. And Yoki, who hit a pair of home runs yesterday, has been swinging the bat really well of late, will lead things off for these Cardinals.
Stepping up to the plate, left fielder number 12, Yoki Pena.
I got to tell you, this walk-up song is very catchy. It sticks in your head all day. I was making eggs this morning. I was thinking of the Eggman. Pena comes into the action batting .311 on the season now, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs. He's 24 for 77 now. A lot of that coming since he moved to the leadoff spot. Akasuka's first offering misses low for ball 1. No score in the home half of the first inning on Cable 14. Thanks so much for tuning in. Wherever you may be watching tonight. That one's in there for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. That one's fouled away. Count now 1-2. Akasuka's offering. Hit down the left field line. Third baseman is going to bobble it, and Pena will be aboard here. That'll be a scorer's decision on that one. We'll wait till that goes up officially on the board. Just a tough play, and just like he got it between bounces there, and it went off his feet before he got a chance to make it. And it's been scored as single. Yoki Pena is aboard, and Brandon Nickel, the starting shortstop in the All-Star game for the north side, will be the batter now. Nickel had a rough night at the plate last night. While the rest of his teammates were pounding out hits, he was the unfortunate guy not getting many of them. But he's going to atone for that one right on the bat here, and he's going to drop that one in for his single. And runners at first and second here for the Cardinals in the home half of the first inning, and that's going to bring up Rocky Mountain Thunder, the center fielder, Mr. Tyler Duncan. Here's a defensive lineup for the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. On defense, you got Braxton Haggith in left field, Spencer Marcus in center field, Spencer Morin in right field. At third base, you got Robert Mackey, Sadler Goodwin's at shortstop, Evan Morrison at second base, and of course the Panda, Seth Strong's at first. And behind the pitch is Masuki Fukuda catching Akasuka. Don't say that fast. As Tyler Duncan shows bunt, pulls it back, but it's a called strike by the plate umpire Dave Phillips. Count 0-1. Duncan with a home run last night, upping his totals to 4 on the season, 17 RBIs, 26 for 84, a 309 average now. As just as the weather warmed up, as is Tyler Duncan. Watches that one outside for a ball. Count 1-1. Of course, a lot of the Cardinals very familiar with what Akasuka could do. He was here last year, all last season, and was very, very helpful in this lineup. So I'm sure Bernardo and the other catchers in this lineup all know, have exchanged words. Brempel, who's caught him a few times in the bullpen, I'm sure as well, and know what they're expecting here. This one's fouled away. Of course, he is a switch pitcher, so when the batter comes to the plate, he has to declare which way he's going to throw, either right-handed or left-handed. And if it's working for both sides, you're in trouble. But most nights of late, it's been only working on the one side for him, so he's been sticking with the one he's feeling more comfortable with. Great opportunity for the Cardinals to break this one open early here with 2 on and nobody away. That one's fouled away by Duncan, and 1-2. Of course, we got people coming out the woodwork on the text message today. We got Castelli and Juicy watching the game together, so we're gonna have to keep that one in mind. And Jono's in Buffalo watching as well. There we go. I was wondering why I didn't see Jono tonight. That one's in it for a called strike 3. Duncan will go down on strikes. Akasuka gets his first punch out of the night, and there's one away here in the home half of the first inning.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, number 30, Carlos.
We have the Hamilton contingent plus Justin and Terrasano watching the one from the Goon Saloon in Shine Riley's new pad, of course, but Riley, the all-time hit leader, home run leader, of course, former Hamilton Cardinal. Hey, Riley, what are you doing next weekend? You want to come for the softball game? Or at least come down for the All-Star game and come sit up here for a bit. A big swing and a miss here by Carlos Dominguez with 1 away. Softball game is, okay. Never mind. The game has been canceled, unfortunately. Come down for the All-Star game, Mr. Riley. That one's in there for a called strike. And they count 0-2 on Dominguez. Dominguez 13 for 59, a 220 average, 1 home run, 9 RBIs. But made the game-saving catch last night of your Owen Boone in right field in the 9th inning, and that was definitely going to be part of the lore as we talk about this one's over the years to come. That one misses outside. Akasuka thought he got another out here, but he doesn't. I missed you. This is Riley. You missed me. Sorry. We're live on a broadcast. I can't help it. Can't answer the phone on a live broadcast. I'm not Buck Martinez. Come on. That one's fouled away by Dominguez. He stays alive at 1-2. No score. Cardinals have got base runners at first and second here with one away. Looking to break this one open early. Akasuka from the stretch. His 1-2 offering. Misses inside. Dominguez has to get out of the way of that one. He runs the count to 2-2. A pair of legends watching a trio of legends watching that game. Justin Terrasano, of course, the mainstay with the Guelph Royals. Played briefly with the Kitchener Panthers as well. Of course, Dean Castelli is a man of very well known in these parts. His name is reported just right below us here on the press box as well, his retired number. Sorry, DeCenzo is below us now, not Castelli. Although he should be on the screen as well. Dominguez pops this one foul, and it's 3-2. I always got those two crossed up, but they're both legends in their own mind. Sean Rowley's trying to lobby his way into the home run derby. Well, maybe we'll have to do a celebrity edition earlier in the afternoon or something and let Hugh take a few hacks just for old time's sakes in this ballpark. Just make sure everybody in left field moves their cars out of the way, though. Big swing and a miss. Dominguez goes down on strikes, and there's two away now. And that'll bring up Josh Williams, the designated hitter today. Was enjoying a week in the sun last week, but back in the lineup last night in a pinch hitter spot. But Williams will be the starter as the designated hitter. He's got 4 home runs on the season, 11 RBIs. He's 15 for 56, batting .267. Ball misses inside for ball one on Williams. Runners still up second and first. They've been there since the first two batters of this inning. Akasuga gets the sign for Fakata. And Williams comes through with a blinder up the middle. That's going to go into the gap here. That's going to score one for sure. 1-0 Cardinals. Josh Williams coming through with the RBI single here in the first inning to give the Cardinals an early lead. Great piece of hitting by Williams, just taking that pitch where it was laid, past the second baseman, was playing on the edge of the grass, and Williams able to drive home the first run of the game for the Cardinals here early. And that'll bring up the conductor, Jonathan Salazzo, who we got it. Cardinals fans, you got to do us a solid here. The conductor needs your votes. You got an opportunity to put him as the last man in for the north side. If you want to put in our friend from Chatham-Kent Barnstormers, Mr. Aidan Ryan, on the inner side, by all means, let's pair those votes up. Let's get everybody voting for Jonathan Salazzo and Aidan Ryan tonight. Let's do that. Go to the IBL.ca/vote. Hit the last chance icon at the very bottom of that page. You'll see all the pictures. When you get to that vote, you got to vote for one from the north side, one from the south side. Put your email address in and press submit. Can't be much easier than that. You can do it up to 5 times. So if you got 5 emails, you got 5 people in your house, you can all vote. Get it done. Let's get Mr. Salazzo in the All-Star game. That one's in there for a call. Strike the count quickly. 0-2 on the conductor. 1-0 Cardinals. Nichols still at third. Williams at first. Lazo fouls that one off. Of course, we are one of 4 games in the intercounty this evening. We'll update the scoreboards as we can as well. Barrie and Brantford are about to get underway. Kitchener is at London. Welland is at Toronto, and they have a 2-0 lead early in that contest. Assuming Barrie probably got to Brantford a little late because there was lots of traffic when we were coming up. 0-2 offering to Salazzo. Swung on and missed into the glove. Akasuka gets out of the inning. The Cardinals will strand runners on the corners here, but lead this one 1-0 here on Cable 14. As now we'll look at the quickly look at the South starters here for you. Lots of action, of course. Everything else going through there as well. And we'll keep the All-Star thing. We'll take you guys through the All-Star commercial. We'll talk about the South when we come back after the break here.
Get ready, Hamilton. It's the 2025 IBL Home Run Derby and All-Star Game. Hosted by the Hamilton Cardinals at beautiful Bernie Arbor Stadium. Watch the league's top sluggers crush moonshots in the Derby. Then see the best of the best go head-to-head under the lights in the All-Star Game. Grab your tickets now at HamiltonCardinals.com or watch it live on Cable 14. Because this summer, the stars shine brightest in Hamilton.
Top of the second inning, we go here on Cable 14. Neil Sherwastwa flying solo in the bird's nest tonight. That's okay. As Reyes Adamas works on his warm-up pitches. We'll come through here. Cardinals leading this 1-0, and we're going to talk about the self-starters now. Robert Mullen, the catcher, is behind the plate for the Welland Jackfish. Kristen Ortega from the Brantford Red Sox is at first base. Evan Morrison from the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers is your starting second baseman. Jonah Weisner from the Welland Jackfish is the starting shortstop. Josh Niles from London is the third baseman. Brian Reichstein is the designated hitter. Mateo Porcelato from Welland is the starting outfielder. Gio Morello as well from Welland. And Toby Simmons rounding out the outfield. He's from the London Majors. Victor Payano from the London Majors. And I got to apologize to Victor this morning. Apparently we didn't say his name on the air. My apologies, Victor. That was not intentional. That's a lack of sleep and not enough coffee this morning when we were reading through the lists. I think I scrolled through it a little too fast and missed your name there. And, of course, Garrett Dave from the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers was the relief pitcher that was named as on the starting roster. The South Reserves look like this. Yuki Lair is from Welland Jackfish. Travis Keys. Yuri Okiyama from the Barnstormers. Davey Mendez. Aiden Armitage from the Brantford Red Sox. Skylar Janice from London. Teo the Warrior Ortega. Dominguez. Grayson Barrett. Brendan Lufer. Spencer Marcus. Renee Takioka. Sadler Goodwin. Mizuki Fukuda. And Eduardo De Olio rounding out the lineup here. As we're back to the action here with a 1-0 lead for the Cardinals. And Braxton Haggis leads this one off in the second inning. And I'm going to take a quick breath now. That was a lot of wording in a fast hurry. Sorry if that sounded like gibberish. Haggis swings and misses from the first offering from Adamas. We're back underway here in the top of the second inning. The Cardinals leading this one 1-0. Big swing and miss on that one from Haggis. Adamas ahead now, 0-2. Adamas came in to play this evening with a 3.80, 1.80 ERA, 26 innings pitched, 25 strikeouts. He's already got 2, so he's up to 27 on the season. Haggis pops this one foul to stay alive at 0-2. Haggis stays that one. He fouls that one off. And the count will remain 2-2. Damas readjusts himself on the mound. Haggis steps back in the box. Damas waits for the sign from Hernandez. 0-2 offering. Ooh, did not get that call. Hernandez was trying to do the sell job on that one. Blocked the view of Dave Phillips behind the plate to make that call. 1-2 now the count. Haggis fouls that one off, stay alive at 1-2. The Panda waits on deck, followed by Owen Constantino. Adamas works here once again, 1-2 offering. That one misses outside, runs the count to 2-2. Hernandez needs to hold that one across the plate a little longer for the plate umpire. Give him an opportunity to make the decision on that one. Instead of quickly popping up, ready to throw it down to third. Adamas assigned again, 2-2 offering. Comebacker to the mound is going to get off the glove of Adamas. He steps, throws to first, and pulls a bouncer. Rempel does a good job of just blocking that one with a goaltender-like save again. More often than not, we see Rempel do that, just that here on this inning. That'll be likely an infield single, as there was no chance after the ball went off Adamas' glove here to make a solid throw. Haggis the board to start the inning, and the Panda will come to base here with his Barnstormers down a run. This is just Strong's, I believe, fourth game in action here since returning to the Barnstormers after being released by Lake Erie. And of course, he's the victim of circumstance out there. Everything he was hitting hard, but nothing was dropping. And then, when of course, they had other guys getting back from injuries and everything else, Mr. Strong with the odd man out here. But their loss, of course, is the Barnstormers' gain here. And of course, he's going to help this team throughout the rest of the run here and into the postseason for sure. I was kind of not hoping to see you that soon back, Seth. I was hoping to just get a chance to watch a couple more highlights of you down there. But hey, you're back up here. Just don't hit the right today, okay? We're still looking for the one you hit last year. Thomas works with a 1-0 count on Strong. Hits this one to center field. Duncan will be there. He'll make the catch. Panda's retired on the F8 for the first out of the second inning here. Just got a little bit underneath that one, but right on the timing-wise. And Strong's retired for the first out, and now Owen Constantino, the Ottawa native. I think I jinxed this young man early with the potential opportunity to be the Rookie of the Year candidates early in the season anyway else. But yes, he's definitely showing why he was in those radars as far as that. He has a lot of walks this year as well. A lot of walks. So he's getting on base a lot, which is great for the Barnstormers. The average might not be where it is right now, where it needs to be. 6 for 33. Does have a home run, 7 RBIs. Batting 181 coming into play tonight. But he does get on base a lot. Of course, since it's adjustment, of course, you're used to seeing university batters and everything else. As Constantino swings and misses that offering from Adamas, and the count is 1-1. But he had a great fall at the University National Championships, of course, being the tournament MVP for the Carleton Ravens that they beat my Guelph Griffins in the final. I think it was probably my last university game I'll be calling for the Griffins this year, because unfortunately it sounds like they're going a different direction. They're going to bring in the in-house people. That one's in there for a called strike, and it's 1-2. Of course, the OUA is changing how they do broadcasts as well, so that's probably part of the reason why they're bringing in their own in-house broadcasters to cover the baseball. So my fall season is pretty much empty now. It's grounded by Constantino. Great stop by Rempel. Throws to second for 1, and that's all they're going to actually get the double play. Tanner Rempel with this a great leap there to keep that one in the infield. Throws to second base, and they turn the double play, as I think Constantino was a little bit of a shock there. He thought he caught it on the fly. Wasn't running down the line, so they got the double play. Have to see if we get the replay on that one. But Tanner Rempel doing what Tanner Rempel does here. See the wide shot, and a great leap by Rempel. Throws to second base, gets the force there. Back to first, Adamas covering. Great job on defense by the Cardinals here to end the home half of the first, it's the top of the second inning. And they'll come to bat in the home half in a couple minutes here. So that is a 3-6-1 double play to end the inning. if you're scoring at home, which I know a bunch of you do now, so that's good. You'll get your first look when we come back in the home half of the second inning at Yomer Hernandez. He was acquired from former Vancouver Canadian. Of course, he was in the Frontier League till literally, I think, Monday or Tuesday when Eric Spearin and company signed him to replace Luis Bernardo behind the plate. And what a debut he had last night. A pair of home runs in the contest in Kitchener. The second one he hit, I swear, would be off the second deck in Rogers Center. That's how high and how loud it was when it left it off his bat. Like, you could just tell right off the bat it was gone. Just how far it was going to go, that was the question after that. But it was definitely off the second deck of Rogers Center. Of course, we were playing on Jack Couch, so we have to, you have to take my word for it. But if you missed last night's contest, I do recommend you go watch it on YouTube. Yeah, it's a blowout, but it's more for historical purposes and the historical meaning behind it when Oren Boone threw that no-hitter. And, it took everybody on that defense, everybody contributing last night to make sure that it went all 9 innings and they got the job done. Of course, Carlos Dominguez was probably the catch of the night last night in the 9th inning with 2 away. And you just said by Boone's body language when that ball was hit, it's like, oh, man, it's going to drop. And somehow Carlos Dominguez goes flat out for it and pulls it off and brought it back in the glove. And, minutes later we're celebrating, and I'm interviewing Owen Boone just talking about history and being made in this league yet again. The Jomer Hernandez batter will be batting here now. He's got 2 home runs on the season last night. Quite the debut here in the Inter-County for him. Takes first strike call there from Akasuka. 1-0 Cardinals here in the bottom of the second inning. Thank you so much for tuning in on Cable 14. We're a solo act tonight. One offering. It's lined right at Strong. He'll make the catch, and Hernandez is retired on the L3 for the first putout of the inning. And Tanner Rempel, who made a great defensive stop in the last half inning, will be the batter now.
Stepping up to the plate, first baseman number 44, Tanner.
1 away in the home half of the second inning. Now misses inside for a ball on Rempel. Getting fed an IBL trivia question for everybody in the stands and watching at home. Something to think about. When was Sean Riley's first year, and which team was it with? I know the answer because I just know those things. But yes, everybody thinks it's not. Everybody always thinks it's the 1 year, but it's not that year. Of course, Riley was signed right out of high school by the Minnesota Twins, the Burlington, Ontario native. Returned to the Cardinals. Played here for a few years, then it went to the Guelph Royals, and that's where he really took off. It was his career numbers and everything else. Bounced around between Toronto, Kitchener, Barrie, back to Guelph, back to Toronto. That was during the COVID year. And then finished off his career with the Guelph Royals. But yes, what year did he start his IBL career in? That is the question. He was actually a pitcher when he first started. And that's why the Twins drafted him. But then he pretty much tore out his arm, and now he had to learn how to hit the baseball. As Rempel hits an excuse me swing, that's going to be trouble here. Fielded by Mackey, throws to first in time. They get Rempel down the line, 2 away now. That'll bring up Tommy Reyes Cruz now with 2 away.
Stepping up to the plate, second baseman number 25, Tommy Reyes Cruz.
Tommy Reyes Cruz now the batter. Comes in batting .237 on the season, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. Homered in Sunday's contest. Wasn't expecting that when he did that one, but yes, it was opposite night. Reyes-Cruz pops this one up in the air. And it's going to be foul and a play. It just about lands and right in front of our friend Mike Benoit's lap there. Hope you're okay down the line, Mac. We see you down there. Always have time to chat with him. He jumps them into my Facebook Messenger and does a lot of voice chats. Really passionate fan down the line. Loves his baseball, loves his hockey. I believe he loves football as well. Count now 0-1 on Tommy Reyes-Cruz. So we'll let you ponder that question on what year Sean Riley started in the Atlantic County. But it's not 1999, just so you know. So it's pop foul and out of play. Sean Riley actually had ties to the Guelph Baseball Association way back in 1994. He was a member of Larry Pearson's Midget National Championship team. He was a call-up that they went out west with. They went to Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta, and won the national championship 1-0. A lot of great players on that team. This one's limed up the middle. But the second baseman Morrison's up there. He'll flip to Strong in time, and the Cardinals go 3 up, 3 down here in the second inning. We're up by 1 here as we head to the top of the third inning when we come back here on Cable 14.
Sometimes the littlest things can make the biggest difference. Like nature brightening your day. Bring nature to your backyard with Armstrong Bird Food. Feeding Cardinals since 1986.
So welcome you back, guys and gals.
And it is caught! He got it! Carlos Dominguez makes the catch. And for the first time since June 16th, 1977, a no-hitter through 9 innings in the IBL. Owen Boone goes the distance. History here made at Jack Couch Park on a Thursday night.
And doing it in...
That was just such an incredible moment to be a part of last night. I had no intention of going to last night's ball game. Of course, my better half, Jenny, of course, we call her everything else. She wanted to go watch the baseball game last night, so she dragged me out to the ballpark, and boy, am I glad she did. But don't tell her that I said that, because I've been giving her a heck since. But, you know, it's just because, again, we don't get a chance. I'm doing games in the broadcast booth. She sits down off to our right here usually, and it's just like she doesn't get a chance to. Don't usually sit out and watch a baseball game together. Not that I sat much last night. I think it was pacing, cursing, you know, whatever I was doing that I can't do on the air up here. But, you know, we were having fun as the kids are running the bases. Once again, thanks to our friends at Denninger for providing the entertainment here and the opportunity for the kids to run the bases. Of course, if you haven't been to the ballpark, make sure you check out a Denninger dog when you're here for the All-Star game. Definitely well worth the price tag. Probably one of the best dogs you'll ever have. As we're off to the top of the third inning now, as Freya Sadamas works with a 1-0 lead as the last ones are coming across the diamond here. He's going to touch third and head out the line and head out with Mom just back down the line here, and there we go. Everybody's safe. Everybody's accounted for. No injuries, no scrapes, no knees, no crying. It's a fantastic night at the ballpark. Neil Sherwas was joining us on Cable 14. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wherever you are, Zadamas is just completing his warm-ups. And we'll get back away under action. And, of course, the Cable 14 volunteers, Alistair down there with the mobile unit camera down, running around in front of everybody. And he definitely gets his steps in, that for sure. Make sure you stay hydrated down there as well, Alistair. Curious to see if anybody got the answer to the question there. Dan Dominguez, I'm not surprised. You have the answer, of course. No, there's no fooling Dan. 1997, he joined the Hamilton Cardinals. He was released by the Twins after 2 years. Of course, he had arm trouble the whole time he was down there, but he was trying to work through it and everything else. But, yeah, just the arm was not going the way it wanted to. But, yes, 1997, we were working with the Hamilton Cardinals. So, yes, he's very familiar to Cardinals fans, and, of course, they all want him back at some point, I'm sure. He's hit many home runs in this very ballpark in many clutch situations. That's for sure. As Sadler Goodwin lead things off now. First pitch misses in there for a ball from Adames. 1-0 is your score. The Cardinals scoring in the first inning to break open the scoring on an RBI single by Josh Williams. That one misses upstairs. Adames just doesn't seem to be comfortable right now. Working through something. It was just a long layoff here or something with the kids out there, but everybody seems a little bit off on his timing here. 2-0 offering. Popped in the air, and it's coming back this way, actually. Hernandez is going to camp underneath this one. He'll make the catch, and there's one away. As Goodwin is retired on the F2.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, number 25, Spencer Murray.
Spencer Moran now, who got a pair of home runs in last Thursday's contest in Kitchener. During the return as Mr. Seth Strong. Apologies, our friend Mark Perry butchered your last name. It wasn't it's not on purpose. He's a Quebecer just like Dom is, so you know they speak with the accent. And sometimes the accent aigu comes out a little too high. A little too strong. Sorry. I totally butchered that, even worse. But Spencer's up to the plate with a 1-0 count in his favor, 1 away. Yeah, so don't tell Jenny I said, I'm grateful she made me go last night, because that would have been awful to be watching at home when I could have been off the street watching it in person. But just a tremendous job by Boone last night as well. And everybody on the offense last night. Adames works again with a 2-0 count. That one misses upstairs, now 3-0. Just doesn't seem like he's sticking the landing where he wants to right now. I don't know if there's a big hole in front of him there from Akatsuka or something, but he's just not comfortable on the mound right now. Something's off right now. That one's in there for a called strike, count now 3-1. Moran was taken all the way there. Oh, misses upstairs, and that's going to be a 1-out walk here for Spencer Moran, and Robert Mackey will bat with 1 on and 1 away here to start the third inning.
Stepping up to the plate, the third baseman, number 7, Robert Mackey.
And sometimes it looks just be like catcher not knowing you. His first one is the first time they've ever worked together, I'm sure. Hernandez is brand new. It's his first home game. So it's going to take a little bit of adjustment for the catcher and the pitcher to get on the same page here. As Mackey shows the bunt here, but pulls it back, and it's called strike 1 by the plate umpire Dave Phillips. As I mentioned off the top, there is 4 games in the Intercounty tonight. Welland's still up 2-0 on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Barrie and Brantford are scoreless. Kitchener and London are scoreless. But here it is 1-0 in favor of the Cardinals as Adames works with a 1-1 count and 1 away now on Mackey. Of course, the last time these two teams met up in Chatham-Kent was Mackey with the home run. That was the difference in the ballgame. He swung on and missed this one now. And falls behind the count 1-2. If I'm not mistaken, he hit it to left field. Which at Fergie Jenkins Park is not a short porch at all. So he definitely got all of it. Swings and misses that one. Adames gets another punch out. That is 3 strikeouts on the evening for our friends at Little Caesars as they continue to strike out hunger here in the community. Got to bring up Evan Morrison now with 2 away and a runner at first. Barnstormers erasing the no-hit bid early off the bat of Morrison with a single, I believe it was the second pitch into the contest. This young man's got a great upside, that's for sure. It was very evident when you watched him play with the Waterloo Tigers and you watched him play with the Waterloo University team before he went south for college. Kind of glad he went south. He was doing a number on the Griffins every time we played them. Morrison hits this one foul as a hit and run was on. And it's going to drift out of play, not by much down the line, mind you. And they'll do it again at 1-1. Top of the third inning, Cardinals leading this one 1-0 here on Cable 14. Damas adjusting his uniform. It popped out the back, so he's complying with what the umpire is requesting. Adjusts his cap and his sleeves. Taking a bit of a breather. It's pretty hot out there, too. So, it was 29 degrees Celsius at game time. Partly sunny with a chance of rain later in the forecast tonight. Didn't look at the forecast for Chatham-Kent again, but, of course, when I looked at it earlier this week, I was kind of like going, okay, it's 60% rain. Is Morrison hits this down the left field line. That's going to be trouble. And it's not going to be caught, but it was a great, valiant effort by Pena. Runners will go to second and third, respectively. Give them a double on that play, and Morrison continues to swing the hot sticks here for the Barnstormers. And it looks like Pena is hurt here as well, so the trainer's going to come out, as are the pitchers down the line here. I don't know if he jammed his knee when he dove or not, but we'll see. But, yeah, he's not feeling this one too well. Yeah, just, ouch. Yeah. Something... He got up quickly to throw it back in, but yeah. Oh, it's his ankle by the looks of it. Could be something else, though. We'll see. Might have jammed his right arm. He might have jammed his shoulder diving into that one. Now, the ground might look like it's not. It's soft out, but they're like, let me assure you, it's not. We haven't had a lot of rain in the last few weeks, so it's definitely feeling like a cement lifting pad sometimes. This is getting tended to by the training staff out here. Umpire saying to Adamas, you can go ahead and throw whatever you want to throw here, just to want to stay loose as they're trying to figure out what they're going to do here, if they're going to substitute Pena in or not, or out of the ball game. But it looks like he wants to stay in here. It's getting some work done on him. He's back on his feet. That's a good sign. Might have just jammed it a little bit. Now he's going to shake it off here, at least to try to finish this inning out anyways. Runners now at second and third with 2 away. That'll be scored a double by Evan Morrison, his second hit of the contest. Spencer Morin, who walked, goes to third. And Spencer Marks is with the batter now. What a great story Spencer Marcus is. School teacher by day, baseball player by night. And very much a big part of this Barnstormers lineup. Watches that one inside for a ball. As the sun sets in his face here on a very picturesque night here at the ballpark at Burning Harbor Stadium. One offering. He's in there for a called strike, evens the count at 1-1. Marcus struck out in the first inning. One of 3 punch-outs for Adamas in the contest so far. He has allowed 2 hits in the contest. Or sorry, 3 now. With a double to Morrison. Big swing and a miss on that one by Marcus. And the count is 1-2. Umpire signal foul ball, so runners can't go advancing here. Not that they were going to go anywhere anyways at second and third. Great stop by Hernandez to keep it in front of him. And Pena's still working on his shoulder out there in left field. You can see him just kind of, as Marcus swings and misses an offering. Adamas gets out of the jam here. Barnstormers leave 2 aboard here once again. It's the Cardinals leading this one 1-0 here on Cable 14.
One hit with 2 runners left on base, the score is 1-0 for your Cardinals as we head to the bottom of the third inning.
You see the Cardinals bench there giving high fives and whatever else. Here's the punch out once again by Marcus. Got him to chase something low and away in the zone there. Great call by Hernandez on that pitch. Marcus unable to meet up to the baseball. As Mizuki Akasuka goes back out here to switch pitcher. We'll go back to trailing this one 1-0. Thank you so much for joining us on Cable 14. I'm Neil Sherwaspa. Huge thank you once again to the volunteers and staff of Cable 14 for bringing you this baseball game on Friday nights. We love to have them here, and they make us always look and sound so good up here. So I'm very spoiled and very blessed to be a part of this. Due up in the order for the Cardinals. In the third inning will be the top of the order. Yoki Pena, we'll see if he comes back out there, if he's going to come out of the bullpen. And then Brendan Nickel and Tyler Duncan due up, followed by Carlos Dominguez in the 4 spot. As we're back to the top of the order here for the Cardinals, who lead this one 1-0 on the RBI single by Josh Williams in the first inning. Pena singled, Nichols singled, Duncan and Dominguez struck out. Williams came up with the 2-out single. The difference in this ball game. And jumping in on the microphone is the one and only Mr. Owen Boone. Owen, great to talk to you yet again. Hey man, we're gonna start hanging out like this. People are gonna start talking, as far as this stuff goes. But yes, again, it's 24 hours just almost past now. Are you still riding the high? Are you still kind of? Did you wake up this morning and go, did it actually really happen or not?
Yeah, it was kind of. Reality hits you pretty hard.
Yeah.
When you wake up in the morning and you're like, you know what, I got to go to work, and nobody really knows what happened, and you just walk around and you feel a little bit better about yourself, but then the workday starts and you kind of got to get back to reality.
Well, exactly. But, it's like, oh, there goes reality. You go back, got to get back to it, and like you're going rock and rinse. So, how many people at work know you? Actually, are a pitcher and everything else in this league. Is there a lot of baseball fans in your office, or no?
There's a fair amount, yeah, but I kind of keep a low profile with that. But people like on my team kind of do know a little bit. So I told a couple people that when I had some meetings today, and they were pretty excited about that, which is kind of cool.
No, again, it was so great to finally see you do one, and not against somebody I'm actually cheering against for you. So it was just kind of nice. As this one's grounded by Pena to the second base, and Morrison up with it, he'll throw to first to Strong. Pena's retired on the 4-3. So how's the arm feeling today? How's the body feeling right now? Is everything okay? Like, is usually the day after, or is it?
Usually a second day. Usually a second day guy. Body feels pretty good today. I think I only threw I threw 111, which is pretty good. Like right where you want to be.
Yeah.
Nothing out of the norm. So body's feeling pretty good.
Yep. We'll get one more question. Of course, you're going to be the starter in the All-Star game. I don't know if that was officially told you or not, but you are the starting pitcher for the All-Star game. Congratulations as well, being on the top vote getter throughout the league and everything else. It's just been a testament to who you are as a player. So what are you looking forward to the All-Star game? I know you haven't had a chance. I don't think you got a chance when you were with London to pitch in one, did you?
No, I didn't. I'm actually looking forward to getting a chance to kind of like hang out with all the guys. Spend a lot of time in this league. I don't really get a chance to get to know a lot of the other players on the other teams when you're at the Diamond most of the time. So it'll be nice to kind of suit up with a lot of guys.
I won't take much more of your time. Thanks for jumping on the mic tonight, Owen, and congratulations once again. Great job. We'll catch up soon again, I'm sure.
Sounds good. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks. Bye.
That was Owen Boone of the Hamilton Cardinals, of course, throwing the no-hitter last night. Really great guy. It's kind of nice to be on this side with him, so I'm not cursing and going, oh, man, it's bleeping Boone again, as far as that stuff goes, because many, many Saturdays when I was with the Guelph Royals and he'd pitch for the London Majors, he would come into that ballpark and just ruin my Saturday. Same thing when he was with the Western Mustangs. He pitched for against Guelph Griffins, and you just kind of pencil that one in your head. But as the Cardinals go 3 up, 3 down here, and we're leading this one 1-0, we'll have to continue that story when we come back after the break. And Williams comes through.
I see your help wanted sign.
Cardinals leading the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers 1-0 on Cable 14's Friday Night Baseball. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, don't forget, tomorrow night in Chatham-Kent, it's the rubber match of this home-and-home series. We're up in Chatham-Kent, 7 o'clock on Barnstormers TV, and of course, we're on Cable 14 as well, back to the home audience here in Hamilton area. You might see a familiar voice up there, might making a little guest appearance at some point down there. Of course, Chris and Ed were nice enough to invite us up to the booth tomorrow night, so we'll come up and say hi and see how the lay of the land is up at Fergie Jenkins Field. We're looking forward to going down there. Jenny and I have been kind of looking forward to going to Chatham-Kent. We didn't get a chance to do it last year, but definitely doing it this year as Preyas Adamas will come here and face Masuki Fututa. Braxton Haggith and Seth Strong due up in the inning here in the fourth with a 1-0 lead. Yes, but getting back to what we were talking about, Owen Boone, he would pitch for the Western Mustangs as well, and when I was with the Griffins, many a Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon, he'd pitch against the Griffins, and, well, he would just be the one-man show. Remember, very Braxton Haggith, who singled his last time up with the batter now. Nobody away here in the top of the fourth inning. Barnstormers down by a run. Of course, Gil Rendon and I have been exchanging phone calls on a weekly basis lately. We had a great chat before the game, too. As he gets caught in line there by Nichols, and that's going to prevent the run from coming home. As he climbs the ladder for that one away. Great job by Brandon Nickel on that one. That's why he's the starting shortstop.
Now to play the first baseman, number 30, Seth Strong.
That'll bring up the Panda now with a runner in scoring position and only one away here. You know what he can do with the bat, so you don't want to pitch him too carefully here, but at the same time, you don't want to put anything in his zone. So Adamas starts him off with a strike high in the zone here for strike one. Strong did not like that call. Dog Days Barbecue. Okay. We can do that. I'll have to keep that in mind. As long as I have a chicken option, because Jennings doesn't usually eat red meat. We're getting some tips and everything else from the Chatham-Kent locals and we're to have some dinner tomorrow. So that's good to know. We'll definitely have to pick that one up. I'm a big fan of barbecue. Even better when I don't have to cook it. Strong fouls that one off. The count now 0-2 here as that one's going to go foul and out of play here. Zooming past the truck it goes and out of play. Adamas gets the sign from Hernandez. So it worked out quickly here against Strong with an 0-2 count. 0-2 offering. Swung on and missed. Strong goes down swinging. Adamas gets another punch out. And I believe that is 5 in the contest for the Cardinals. As that spit is definitely getting very full here once again, which is the typical fare here on Friday Night Baseball. It's a great job. Got Strong to chase that one low out and away out of the zone there. For his 5th punch out of the night. That'll bring up Owen Constantino now. Big swing and a miss from the Ottawa native for strike one. And, you know, it was great to see the Constantino family when Owen was leaving to go join the Barnstormers. They had a little surprise get-together. I saw it on social media early in the season, and I just thought that warmed my heart to see, you know, his friends and family and the community really get behind him and wish him the best. So he takes strike 2 here. From Adamas. Ground ball hit the Tommy Reyes Cruz. He makes the out. 4-3 goes the put out. The leadoff double by Fukuda goes for naught. The Barnstormers strand another base runner here, which has been their story of late. A lot of left on base, not a lot to show for it offensively, but it's still early in this contest. And of course, you know anything about this Barnstormer team this year, as Gil Rendon will tell you, it's not how they start, it's how they finish once the engine gets going. And everything so far for these Barnstormers, they've been a late inning team that has a late inning surge. Once the engine gets hot, things seem to happen for these guys. So you got to keep that in mind if you're the Cardinals here. You might want to tack on just a few more insurance runs whenever you can get a chance to do so. Akasuka will continue his warm-ups here. Down 1-0. Cardinals up 1-0. Thanks to the RBI single with 2 away by Josh Williams to start the first inning. After Pena and Nichols had singled. Duncan struck out. Dominguez struck out. Williams came out with a 2-out single on a 1-2 pitch. The difference in the contest here. As you see the guys on the bench just, seem to be a little bit more low-key today, chilling out later, staying hydrated. As Emily's entertaining once again down the front here. Does the Taylor Swift swing along? As Masuki Akasuka continues his warm-ups now from the other side. As Fukuda, his catcher, will come back in here now and take over the catching duties. Cardinals will send up Dominguez, Josh Williams, and Jonathan Salazzo, the conductor. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we still got some votes to do. We got some work to do. Barnstormer fans, we're asking for your help tonight. Help us get our guy into the All-Star game. We'll do our best to do the same thing for Aiden Ryan. We play each other for twice this weekend, so let's do each other a solid. Let's vote our guys in. Go to ibll.ca/vote. You can cast the votes for Jonathan Salazzo, cast the votes for Aiden Ryan, and hey, let's send both these guys to the All-Star teams. Both guys are deserving. The conductor, a long-time veteran in this league. Might be his last one. We'll have to see. Of course, Aiden Ryan, who's been an absolutely dominant performance this weekend. Of course, you got a guy like Owen Boone who just stole the shadow from him. But if Aiden Ryan goes out there and throws 7 solid innings like against the Guelph Royals like he did Tuesday night, a couple more times this year, you're not going to forget that guy's name. That's for sure. As that one is swung on and missed by Dominguez, even the count at 1-1 here from Akatsuka. And Dan Dominguez with the dynamite drop in once again. Third most left on base in the league, 211 times coming into tonight's action. That's a lot of left on base. Does that qualify for village status, or is this a full-on town now? Never was sure how that was ever classified. I'm not a historian. I don't do civics, so I don't know. As Dominguez pops this one foul, and it's going to go off and over our heads here for a foul ball on the count 1-2 now. Now this is one of these guys he's been struggling at the plate, but he shows spurts of it and everything else. When he does get on base, he's got incredible speed. So he's just got to find a way to get on base. Not expecting him to kill the baseball, just put it in place somewhere. Let your wheels do your talking. I think we have a deal there with the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. Thanks, Dan. I'll put that in the GPS for tomorrow. Guess we're having ourselves some barbecue tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it now. This one's popped high in the air in the infield. Pakuda and Mackey converging, and it's going to be somebody making the catch here. It's Mackey that makes the catch. Dominguez has retired, but that was a hip check, almost like a hockey-style check here, delivered by Mackey on Fukuda. Thankfully, both guys are okay there, but no communication on that play. As you'll see, this could have been ugly. Yeah, it was just hip checks, both of Galores here, and Mackey stood up and pulls up his catcher here, and now Josh Williams, the difference in this contest with the RBI single, will be the batter now. He was joking last night he hadn't swung the baseball bat in a week and a half because he was away on, I don't know if it was a family vacation or it was a wedding, but he was away in Mexico. And I have to apologize to Josh. We're going to do an interview this afternoon, but I was too tired from last night and everything else I had to get ready for this morning for the All-Star Game reveal this morning to be of any use as far as the interview. I chose nap over talking baseball with one of the better guys in the league here, so I apologize to Josh. But I canceled early, just so we had some other stuff. I needed sleep. I'm not as young as I was. I can't go on, minimal sleep here. And Dan, of course, with Welland and Toronto having more left on base than everybody else. Of course, the Cardinals didn't have a lot of runs scored until recently. Last couple of games they were scoring in bunches, but tonight, just, the difference is this ball game's that man on the hill. As Williams fouls that one off, stays alive at 1-2 with one away. Dominguez, if you were scoring at home, is officially retired on there. And Laurie, you're probably right. That's definitely not a catcher's ball. Catchers and pitchers pretty much just have to be traffic cops out there. Especially when you have the third baseman coming down the line towards the baseball and the catcher who's going to have to turn himself around to try to get that baseball. Two-two offering is lined by Williams once again, and that's why he's going to the All-Star game, folks. Have a night, Josh Williams. It breaks Mizuki Akasuka's 8-in-a-row streak of retiring batters here since the first inning. Williams with his second single of the night, and got to bring up the conductor, Jonathan Salazzo, who's 0 for 1. He struck out his last time up, and of course, yes, he was 0 for 1, but yes, he needs your votes, folks. And we'll, like I said, we'll do you guys a solid in Chatham-Kent. We'll vote for Aiden Ryan. You guys vote for Jonathan Salazzo. Let's send both guys to the All-Star game. Voting, of course, closes midnight on Monday night, guys. So till now and then, bug your neighbors, bug your friends, bug your coworkers. Hey, takes 3 minutes, guys. Not even that. Just go get them, show them the link, get them to put their email address in, and vote once on the north side, once on the south side. Hit submit. You're done. Set it and forget it. Send your guys to the All-Star game. Now, if I put my league hat on, I'm supposed to, talk about everybody else in the league, but sorry. We're wearing Cardinals red tonight. We're wearing a Cardinals shirt, so we're all pro Cardinals, and we'll be down in Barnstormer Land tomorrow, so we'll do the same thing on the other side for you guys. As Salazzo behind the count 0-2. Tries to check his swing, the appeal down, and says he did not go around. 1-2 the count. Held back on that one. Akatsuka thought he had his second out here. Conductor just looking to find his groove again. Comes in spurts right now, but hasn't been full on Johnny. Maybe we'll have to change his walk-up song or something on him. Bring back an old classic. So he pops this one in the air, not that deep. Center fielder is going to have trouble. This might be a no man's land. And he makes the catch on a great diving slide by the left fielder. Slides in the denied Salazzo the single. 2 away now. He had to come a long, long way. He's not even on the pitcher here. And he slides out of nowhere and makes the grab. Great job by Braxton Hageth. He wasn't even the pitcher. Stealing a play from Lee Casera. I'm not sure I know about what this walk-up's about, but that's okay. To each their own. Whatever gets these guys pumped up. As Hernandez fouls that first offering out there. So F7 is to play on Salazzo, the retirement, as Jomer Hernandez, the catcher, who's 0 for 1 in the contest, is a batter now. I don't think Spencer Marcus saw it till it was too late, and that's why the left fielder had to dive out of nowhere and get that baseball. Or that was definitely trouble. That one's in a called strike. Hernandez knew it. Count was now 0-2 now. As Akasuka has definitely got the number of his former teammates so far. O2 offering is chopped to the third baseline. Mackey up with it. He'll stop and throw to first over to Strong in time, and that'll end the innings. Cardinals strand the base runner on the single by Williams, but still lead this one 1-0 here on Cable 14. Off to the top of the 5th inning here, down to field level to our good friend Emily Thompson. Take it away, Emily.
Thank you, Neil and Reed. Hello to all our fans watching on Cable 14. We appreciate your love and support so much for the Cardinals. We can't wait to get you right here at Bernie Arbor so you can feel the excitement and energy firsthand. Tonight, it's carnival theme, and I have David and Sam up here, our next contestants for the ring toss. And I know you viewers at home, you're going to cheer just like the crowd over here at Bernie Arbor. Let me hear ya. It's so nice and loud. All right, guys, you know how this goes. You each have 2 ring tosses. You got to get it in, okay? David, you're going to go first. 1, 2, 3, go! Oh, so close, so close. Come on, you got this. You can do it, you can do it. Oh, that was so close. A for effort. Let's go. Give them some love down here. Thank you again for watching on Cable 14. And, of course, go Cards, go.
Thank you so much, Emily, as always bringing the hype here and the entertainment value to these broadcasts. She does such a great job. She's always got so much energy. Of course, we got to shout out a couple more people watching at home in TV land. Shout out to Aiden Riley, also known as Ado Potato. I don't know if they still call him that or not. So, Ado, if I just totally embarrassed you in front of your friends who are watching at home, my apologies. Hey, I'm just going to play the dad card. You said your dad made me do it, so that's fine. But congratulations to him and his teammates who are watching the HPP Tigers, who made the gold medal final in Sandusky, Ohio's tournament last weekend. So a lot of the kids are watching at the Goon Saloon, probably poolside, enjoying some dogs and drinks and, some candy, I'm sure. And shout out to Lauren as well, who's out there. Mrs. Riley, keeping everybody well fed out there, I'm sure. But thanks for tuning us in on Cable 14 tonight, guys and gals. As we'll get back to the action here in the top of the 5th inning now. And the beer batter's coming to the plate now. Sadler Goodwin, the shortstop. 0 for 1. Adamas working so far. Been solid through 4 so far. 1-0 Cardinals. Goodwin hits the liner there, and no beer batters tonight. Long throw. Rempel makes the tag, and Goodwin is going to go check on Goodwin on that one. I don't think Rempel meant to hit him. He's checking on him now. He's saying, hey, you're okay, man. Sorry. It's just momentum carried across the base path, and he knocked Goodwin with that tag. Not intentional, that's for sure. Nickel had to throw the bullet across in a little hurry there. So we'll see it on replay now. And just a sweeping tag, and Rempel will have to come into the field to play there and knocked him off balance down the line, but hopefully he's all right. 6-3 goes to put out 1 away now, and Spencer Morin, who walked his last time up with a batter now. Adamas starts off with a strike here. The count is 0-1. 1 away, top of the 5th inning. 1-0 Cardinals leading this one. This one's chopped down the line, but it's foul. The conductor will grab it to kill it. And the count now 0-2. Let's go indulge something while we're waiting here. Not sure if the bat got cracked or he's just checking the bat out now, but maybe he's a little windy because he ran down the line too. That one misses upstairs. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. On Morin. That one misses low, evens the count 2-2. As the Adams family theme plays through the stands here. Josh Bain keeping the fans bumping as always. 2-2 offering, swung on and missed. Morin goes down on strikes for the second out here in the inning. And that's 6 punch-outs for Francis Adamas. So unofficially, Little Birdie told me that you guys are listening. You guys are listening. And the vote coup is the vote alliance is aboard here. Because both those guys we told you to go vote for are now leading that ballot. So keep it up, folks. We have 3 more days to do this on. We'll put you back to the task tomorrow night as well, but keep voting. As this one is lined down the line by Robert Mackey, and that's going to be at Yoki Pena. And Mackey's aboard with 2 away here in the 5th inning. So Little Birdie told me that Mr. Ryan's up to 156 votes now. Mr. Salazzo has 212 on the north side. Aiden Ryan is now tied with Brandon Hoope with 156 votes on the south vote. So you guys have got some work to do in Chatham-Kent. We'll do our part too. Help each of these guys get the chance to go. Go to the ibl.ca/vote and go all the way to the bottom where you'll see the last chance vote with all the pictures on it. Go click on that like on it. We'll take you to the website. Put your email address in and make sure you vote once on the north side, once on the south side. You're voting for Ryan, you're voting for Salazzo. Get those guys to the All-Star game. They both deserve it. That one misses in the dirt. Great stop by Hernandez. 1-1 is the count. 2 away here in the top of the 5th inning. So we got to ask about the broadcasters in Chatham-Kent. Should I bring chocolate bars up there? Should I bring them a snack? Should I bring them a beverage? What's the protocol when you're going to somebody else's box? Do you take snacks? There's a ground ball hit to the ball. Tommy Reyes screws up with it, throws to first in time, and the inning is over. Barnstormers will strand a base runner here. They have nothing to show for it as Adamas is solid through 5 innings now, with the Cardinals leading this one 1-0 here in the home half of the 5th inning here on Cable 14. And what is the protocol? Do you bring snacks? Do you bring beverages? What do you do? Like, obviously not alcoholic beverages because you can't bring them into the ballpark and you're just going to be buying whatever you get at the concession stand. So maybe a pack of snacks or something. But again, you're broadcasting, so nobody wants to hear chewing. So I don't know. What is the proper protocol? It's not often they go visit many other people in their breast boxes. I'm curious now. Is there a protocol? I don't know. And there's the legend himself, Mr. Fernando Rodney, waving on camera. As if the score holds up, he might be playing here a little bit later on. As Emily's got the Hey Babies going on down right in front of us here, and she's got quite the crowd tonight. They got cheer pom-poms. They're all dancing and having a grand old time here at Burning Arbor Stadium. So if you haven't been to the ballpark, definitely consider it. Get your tickets on HamiltonCardinals.com. Come join us on a Friday night or a Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoons, you might want to bring definitely wear some lighter clothes, bring an umbrella because it gets really hot in these grandstands, especially when the sun is out and blazing here at a 2 o'clock afternoon start. Whereas a night game, hey, by this time of night, it's just nice and cool and a great night to be at the ballpark with your family and friends. So bring the whole family out and let's fill this place up as these Cardinals continue to run their through the All-Star game and, of course, everything else that's going on here. They can definitely use your support.
Stepping up to the plate now, first baseman number 44, Tanner Rampel.
Bring something for my team. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do. I'm sure we got some stuff up here. We got stuff. I don't know if a Salazzo train whistle will go over well down there, though. It might get me kicked out of the box. Of course, Dom Donnell is here with, I think his wife's here as well, so yeah, we'll have to see. But I think they're all here, too. I did wave at him before the game. He doesn't get a chance to talk to them. A hat for my team. Okay, we'll see what we can do, Lori. Now we're size 7.5. All right, well, hop spotter. I'll see what I can do. If the merch store is still open by the time after this game, and we'll get something. We'll bring something up. And yeah, if you need me to pinch hit tomorrow night for half an inning or so, hey, just for the sake I can say I actually worked the game down there, for even if it's a half an inning, that's fine, cool. I'm cool with that. Yeah, let's not get anybody in trouble. We don't want to get anybody in trouble here. That was over the head of the third baseman, and Rempel's got himself another hit to start the 5th inning. 1-0, the Cardinals leading this one. Leadoff single by Tanner Rempel, and Tommy Reyes Cruz will be the batter now. He grounded out 3-1 his last time up. Likely will be called upon here to put Rempel into scoring position somehow. We'll have to see how far Evan Morrison is cheating over towards second base here and may have a huge hole on this right side as Strong's holding on the runner at first. Shows bunt. He does a great job. Pushes it down the third baseline. They're going to go to second for the force out. And he's off the base, they say. Goodwin is off the base. Rempel's safe, and as is Cruz at first. Bring up. Got to see if we can find one of the Tyler Duncan mustaches now. I don't know if we got any down there. Matt, if you're listening down there and you can hook me up there with something, well, apparently it's appropriate to bring a gift. So, Matt, clearly, if you're listening down in the office down where it's nice and cool in the air conditioner, and you don't mind stepping out for 3 minutes and see if they got something down there, we can take a gift for the broadcast team down there. That'd be kind of cool. It's something to talk about on the broadcast. I don't know if we still have any of those. I can call you the Hamilton batters. All right, I'll do that. Well, you definitely can take a half an inning. There's another blunt, great shot by Pena, but that's going to go foul. As Ficata waited until that one rolled foul before grabbing it. Heads up play by the catcher there. Wrong side of the line there, Yoki. You got to put on the inner side. Oh, 1 now to count on Yoki Pena. 1 for 2 in the contest. Singled in the first inning, came around to score the only run in this ball game. On the 2 RBIs, or the RBI single by Josh Williams with 2 away. So are you calling them from down front, Jeff? Or are you down you in the booth beside Mike and Ed now? That one's grounded to the first. Pena does the job, though. Moves the runners to second and third now. Or second and third now with 1 away. And the top of the order, Brendan Nickel coming up, followed by Tyler Duncan, due up now in the inning. And Akasuga's got to be very careful here not to load the bases in this situation with Brandon Nickel and Tyler Duncan coming up to the plate. Never want to have to face Duncan, let alone with Duncan coming up with bases loaded. Great stop by Rempel. Throws the second one. And that's Constantino with a shot. I will pass that on to Nate, the scorer behind us there. Dan? How much is that to him between innings here? One offering. This is upstairs for a ball. Evens the count 1-1. Can't miss. I wasn't sure if you're up top or not, so I figured you're right behind home plate. That's probably why you were a very, very easy target for the umpire. As this one's hit in the left field, not that deep, but it's going to do the job. Runners are going to tag here, and it looks like the second run is going to come home for the Cardinals. It's 2-0 for the Birds here in the 5th on the sacrifice fly by Brandon Nickel.
Go Birds.
Cole says we got Chris and Ed on the call tomorrow night. Awesome. That's great. Looking forward to meeting both of those gentlemen. Of course, they both are very prolific legends in their own right. Chris does a lot of calls for the Chatham-Kent Maroons of the hockey leagues and everything else, and just a great guy out there. See, Danny's on these things. He's on these things. But yes, and of course, Ed, the legend and a longtime school teacher, but a former professional ball player as well. So just, guys I listen to on a regular basis and admire. Mr. Myers. I learned so much just by listening to both of them do things. That one misses outside. Actually, it's a called strike. My apologies. 0-2 is the count now on Duncan. Cardinals not afraid to use a little small ball here to get another run home if they can. Now, it's up to Duncan to cash one in with a single here. Infield playing way back as Duncan takes a swing and a miss on that one. Akasuka gets his man here and gets out of the inning. But the Cardinals add an insurance run and now lead this one 2-0 as we hit the top of the 6th inning here on Cable 14.
Get ready, Hamilton. It's the 2025 IBL Home Run Derby and All-Star Game. Hosted by the Hamilton Cardinals at beautiful Bernie Arbor Stadium. Watch the league's top sluggers crush moonshots in the Derby. Then see the best of the best go head-to-head under the lights in the All-Star Game. Grab your tickets now at HamiltonCardinals.com or watch it live on Cable 14. Because this summer, the stars shine brightest in Hamilton.
Hi, can I take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. Smoking weed affects reaction time and concentration. A message from Mad Canada.
Home team, hometown, it's Cardinals Friday Night Baseball here on Cable 14.
Brandon Daly was an outstanding job. Of course, the Daly family are all deaf mute, so they, as far as this stuff goes, but they do a lot of sign language, and my wife, who is very proficient in that stuff, has great conversations with them on a regular basis when they're here. And, of course, Brandon was playing in Australia, and I had no idea about the accents until I heard you guys doing the promo with him and everything else. It's just another great young man on this Cardinals team. Of course, his Cardinals up 2-0 here on the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers as we head off to the top of the 6th inning. Neil Sherwoski flying solo in the nest this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in on Cable 14. As Freya Adamas is definitely making the best of both worlds so far. A 2-0 lead and been very, very solid in his start here. That one flies inside and almost knocks Spencer Marcus over here. Matt Crewley has been dispatched to the merch tent to see what we can find here. Well, not merch tent, it's the merch stand. Or merch nest, I guess, technically. The perch? The merch perch, that's what we call it. As they're having a conversation, I think this one's more about signs. Here in the 6th inning. Is on the hill against the Red Sox on the road. Frank the Tank making a start on the road. That's never going to go well. He's allowed to just limit the Red Sox at this point to 3 hits. Meanwhile, the Brady Cats have got 10 runs across. That was a called strike here. Kitchener and London are still scoreless. Kitchener probably is still looking to score a run from last night. Time called by the batter on that one. Adamas was taking too long. And that'll be no pitch. 1-2 is the count. Travis Keys against, I'm not sure who was pitching for the Panthers here. Let me just go find out. Andy Vargas. That one's in the top of the 6th inning in a scoreless tie. And that one hits the batter. Going to be on his way to first now to start off the inning here in the top of the 6th inning. 2-0 Cardinals in this one. Jackfish and Maple Leafs are in a slugfest down at Dominique Field. It's 5-4. That one's in the 6th inning as well, as Spencer Marcus gets hit by the pitch to start this inning here. That one misses outside. And Adamas just doesn't feel comfortable again. Not sure why. Big swing and a miss on that one by Fukuda. And they count 1-1. Adamas at 76 pitches now into the 6th inning. If my math's correct, he's got 6 strikeouts in the contest. That was a called strike on the other half. Fukuda down now to count 1-2. Nobody away here in the top of the 6th inning. Barnstormers with a runner at first, looking to get on the scoreboard. Cardinals would love to keep them off it. Adamas would love to get a ground ball and kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Or 2 Barnstormers with 1 stone? Is that even possible? One-two pitch misses inside. Adamas thought he was going to get that one, but it didn't break till way late, and now that's a 2-2 count here. Fukuda came in the action, batting .373 on the season, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs. He's 1 for 2 in this contest. Pops this one down the right field line. He's going to be caught on the run by Dominguez for the first out of the inning. Ball just hung up in the air a little too long for Fukuda, but Dominguez was able to get underneath that one and get the out. As Braxton Haggis now the batter. Haggis is singled and lined out to the shortstop. 1 for 2 in the contest as well. Fukuda is retired on the F9. For those scoring at home, Spencer Marcus led off the inning with a hit by pitch on the 2nd pitch from Adamas. That one misses upstairs to Haggith. Came into action tonight, batting .222 with one home run, 9 RBIs. They made a great play on left center field earlier in this contest. From out of nowhere. Was a called strike. That one's fouled away. 1-2 the count. And thank you for correcting me, Mr. Hopfather. I didn't know if he was doing the Spitfire games. I knew he did hockey games. We did hockey games, so my apologies to Chris. Don't want to put the PA announcer in the play-by-play announcer in the wrong hockey rink. That'd be bad. Big swing and a miss. Haggis still goes down swinging, and that's 7 punch-outs in the contest here for Adamas. 2 away now. Up comes the Panda now with 1 on and 2 away now. Panda is 0 for 2 in the contest. Flew up to center field and struck out on a pitch he didn't think was in the strike zone last time up. Hopefully him and the plate umpire, Dave Phillips, have patched things up here. Or it could be a long night for Panda. That one's a called strike on the inner half for strike one. Adamas gets ahead in the count, 0-1. Owen Constantino waits on deck. He's 0 for 2. Jacob Gadget getting loose down in the Cardinals bullpen. Cardinals are playing 4 in 4 days here. Got a huge shot in the arm by Mr. Boone going the full game last night, so saved a couple arms. Yes, but now a couple more ready to go if needed tonight. As Strong swings and misses that one, and the count quickly 0-2 on the Panda. O2 offering. Misses low for a ball. Trying to get Strong to chase that one, which he did not. 1-2 the count now. Well, I try to do research, Mr. Hopfodder. I try to do research. Sometimes it's not the best. That one's fouled away by Strong. He stays alive. 1-2 the count now. Not sure if that went off the catcher or off the umpire here. But everybody's going to take a couple breathers here and just readjust your equipment, make sure everything's intact and where it's supposed to be to protect themselves, and we're going to get back to action. Caught the umpire. That's what the truck is telling me. Adamas shaking off a couple of signs here. Now he gets the one he likes here. Looks back the runner at first. And he'll get set with a 1-2 offering to the Panda. Big cut there. He gets the Panda swinging. Adamas loses his hat as he walks off the mound here, picks it up, and Strong goes back to the dugout, mumbling to himself once again another K. I believe that's 8 in the contest for Adamas here. As we have the home half of the 6th inning here, the Cardinals leading this one 2-0 on Cable 14 as we take a brief pause and say hey hi to our friends at Rawlings Canada.
My first professional glove, that's the one I remember the most. When I was coming up, even though it wasn't that long ago, having your name on a glove was a big deal.
Bottom of the 6th inning we go here. Masuki Akasuka back on the hill here. His Barnstormers trailing your Cardinals 2-0 on Cable 14. My name is Neil Sherwatswell. Thank you so much for tuning in on Cable 14. Friday Night Baseball, as always, is a great night to be either at the ballpark or at home watching and interacting as well. So, yes, we got to work on a Twitter social handle or something so we can get you guys more involved in the conversation. Of course, up here in the booth, we don't have access to, of course, when we're on Cable 14, we don't have access to the live chat. So you guys have to fill us in and under me. So thankfully, a lot of people have my DMs and everything. They all slide in that way. But, yes, we're going to definitely work on a Twitter handle or something because we definitely need something for the All-Star game so you guys can get it and be a part of it. And everything else, we'll throw some trivia questions. And, hey, we're going to have various guests up in the All-Star game during the Derby. So maybe it's somebody you're curious about in this league. And as far, hey, can you ask so-and-so this? Or can you ask Ryan Rio about, what's his favorite color? Why does he choose these colors? What's his favorite music? Whatever, stuff like that. To get you guys to know these players a little better, too. It's just going to be a fun afternoon here at the ballpark. We're going to start with the Home Run Derby at 4:30 afternoon. Of course, that's July 20th. Get your tickets if you're able to come down. Next weekend, it's going to be a great party here in the Hammer. As Carlos Dominguez will lead things off here in the home half of the 6th inning. They're up 2-0, the Cardinals are. Akasuka's pitched rather well here, just unfortunately been a victim of circumstance as the Cardinals just finding ways to get a couple of runs across so far. As Dominguez gets a charge into this one, the left fielder backpedaling. He is going to be camped underneath this again. And man, that guy can play baseball. He robbed another one here. Where'd he come from again? And that's sadly a no on the mustache. So we're out of luck as far as merch items.
Josh Williams.
Well, Dan, that is something rare to actually get you in IBL history. Jeez. Hamilton Cardinals live called the plea. I like it. We'll have to get something. We'll have to get something for a hashtag, and we'll have to get a Twitter account or something. What is the cool thing to do it on? Is it? Because I don't know. What is everybody else on? We got to come up with something that we can get you guys interacting with us. Because we don't have the luxury on Cable 14 of YouTube because we're on a broadcast network. So there's no live chat option. But people know how to get us hold of it. Got a little discussion going on back here. A little laughing too. So. Oh, man. Mizuki always has a great smile on his face. Text that one off the mask. Ouch. Right off the front. I hope he's got a good dental plan. I hope he's got a good dental plan. That's all I can say. But he's a gamer. He's back there. And, you know, Gil Rendon came out to check on him, but he takes that one off the mask and just keeps going. That one misses outside. Count 1-1 on Josh Williams. Williams has got a pair of hits in this contest and responsible for one of the two runs via the RBI single in the first inning. Of course, Williams spent time with both teams here last year. He started off the year with the Cardinals before going to the Barnstormers and was very much a part of that lineup. Into the regular season and into the postseason for the Barnstormers, but before returning back to the Cardinals this year. So far, he's got 4 home runs on the season. And he tags this one to right center field. That's going to drop in and once again. And Williams has had himself quite the night here. Maybe he's rubbing it in my face for blowing him off from the interview this afternoon. And I wasn't blowing him off. We did have a work situation I had to deal with on my day off, no less. But yes, and then it was just like, you know what, it was just draining me. I'm looking at the clock going, okay, it's 5 after 12. We're supposed to be having a meeting at 1 o'clock to talk about, you know, his career and everything else, but we're going to do that. We'll get that video posted very shortly. Plus, I've got an interview with Brandon Luther I have not had a chance to put in. That's going to do it for Josh Williams as a pinch runner comes in. Brendan Daly will run for him at first as Salazzo, the conductor, comes to the plate. Again, we're going to make the same desperate plea to the folks out there listening at home. Go vote Mr. Salazzo. Go vote Aiden Ryan. Let's form an alliance between CK and Hamilton. Get both our guys the last man in, or last people in to the All-Star vote. Yes, so Brandon Daly is pinch running. Of course, he did a great job with the sign language in the half inning here. But yes, you can vote for Aiden Ryan on the south side. You can vote for Jonathan Salazzo on the north side. There's your votes. Go to vote.ibl.ca/vote. Vote for both those guys. Let's form a voting, and I hope you guys will be tuning in wherever you guys can. And we'll go from there. So a little birdie reminded me it's beach night tomorrow night at the Barnstormers field. Jenny has already laid claim to the Barnstormers jersey. Is that one's okay? You guys got a gamer on left field. You got a gamer. He's going after balls that he has no business getting to again. Almost got that one off the bat of Salazzo. Almost got it. Missed it by that much, and that's about it. I'm assuming they have laundry service on this team, so the poor guy doesn't have to do his own laundry. Because he's going to need a power wash after today. He's got grass stains on both front and back of his pants, I am sure. And that one hits Salazzo, gets out of the hands of Fukuda. Or Akatsuka, sorry. Not intentional, that's for sure. That just slipped right out of his hands. He was bowing and apologizing. As Salazzo will make his way down to first now. One away here, runners at first and second now. As Yammer Hernandez will be the batter now. We'll try to find something to bring you guys as a gift down there. But I don't know what they got down there. Actually, I got a hacky sack from tonight. I can bring that up for somebody. If I steal Jenny's, I got two. It was hacky sack night at the ballpark tonight, so I will bring a couple of those. Jenny had one of those stress balls earlier this week that had the Orbeez in it. She kept pumping it, and then next thing you know, it's everywhere in the bedroom. She was on her iPad, and it was everywhere. I was just like, what are you 4 here? Like, you squeezed the heck out of the thing. She's looking right at me as I said that, so I'm pretty much sure I'm sleeping in the couch tonight. So a question from the crowd, of course, from Matt Crewley, who's usually on the broadcast with us. He's working tonight downstairs. Wants to know, who do you think, you guys, who won the trade between Williams and Akatsuka? The Cardinals or the Barnstormers? As we get the double play and get out of the inning, Akatsuka and company will be off to the 7th inning when we come back here on Cable 14. Of course, we're welcoming you back here to Cable 14 Friday Night Baseball, brought to you by our friends at Little Caesars. Hot and ready every time, feeding our crew. You can make sure you can check out our friends at Little Caesars, 280 Queenston Road here in Hamilton. Of course, he goes hot and ready, of course. Should be Freya Sadamas' nickname tonight. Of course, he's been dominant on the hill here as we look at the highlight package of his night so far. Gets big hugs and everything else from his teammates as he's on the bench here. His night is done. Jacob Gadget taking over on the hill for the Cardinals, who lead this one 2-0 here on Cable 14. Neil Sherwastwa back up in the Bird's Nest Flying Soul tonight, but thank you so much for interacting with us in various means this evening, via text, DMs, you name it. Great to have you all with us here as we bring you the action on Cable 14. And huge shout out again to the camera people behind the scenes and the people in the truck to make us look so good and keep the visuals so clean here. We are spoiled on a Friday night basis. Best crew in the league, and I mean that with all sincerity. They give us so much here. And that's not a slight against anybody else in the league, but they just seem to raise the bar year after year. And I can't wait for you guys to see what they have in store for the All-Star game. I heard about a couple things. I can't tell you what, man. Oh my goodness, I'm just looking forward to that myself. It's going to be a fun night. So make sure you guys get your tickets. If you want to come watch it here in person, you got to do it. If you're an IBL fan, you got to come cross it off your bucket list. Come to Burning Harbor on Sunday. Hang out with us. Be here in time for the Home Run Derby. We're going to announce those very shortly throughout the week. And, of course, we have a couple of special announcements coming on Monday as well, which to honor a couple of IBL legends and how they can be involved, of course, in the week ahead here at the All-Star game as far as part of the festivities as well. So keep that in mind. So keep an eye on the IBL socials. And don't forget, we also do have the mascot battles going on, dance battles going on the IBL socials. We do have one more to post tonight. We got Bernie going against Boomer from the Brantford Red Sox. I'm going to probably post as soon as I get out of this ballpark. We didn't get a chance to post that this morning. Of course, we didn't want to take any thunder away from the All-Star game as well and all the announcements that came out. So don't forget to vote for that as well, for the last chance in. opportunities. As that one's in there for a called strike, evens the count at 1-1 here. It's helpful for both teams, and I think that's a very valid point. As Sillett goes down looking, Gadget gets the punch out, one away.
That is another Little Caesar strikeout for Hunger. Stepping up to the plate, the beer batter, shortstop number 3, Sadler Goodwin.
Got to bring up Sadler Goodwin, who was the beer batter of the game. Of course, the CK fans who are not familiar with what that means is, of course, if the beer batter strikes out in an inning and we're still serving beer, you can get it for half off the rest of the inning. Of course, that is selected by the big wheel spin. We have a giant wheel off to our left here underneath the grandstand that Emily Thompson spins like the Price is Right wheel before every home game. It's got all the numbers of the guys in the lineup on it, and then it's just randomly picked out. Much to the chagrin of Jeremy Veilleux, whose number keeps coming up every time he's here with the Brantford Red Sox. With a count now 0-1 here on the beer batter. Gadget gets low into that crouch before he gets set here. Go Gadget. Popped foul in the air here. Rempel's got a chase on it. And I've never heard fans actually cheering as Gil Rendon has to get out of the way there. And Rempel does a diving save to make the out. I hope Gil's okay down there. He kind of ran off the field. Rempel was not trying to take him out. Rempel's also built like a linebacker out there, so, you know, he's got a few more pounds and a little more give to Gil, that's for sure. But it looks like everybody's okay. Now 2 away here for Gadget against Sven Vermoren. That one misses upstairs for a ball. We're in the top of the 7th inning in a 2-0 ball game. It's been a pitcher's duel so far. Of course, the Cardinals starter Freya Sadamas out of the ball game after 6 complete innings. Was absolutely brilliant tonight. Did struggle a little bit on the mound, but find his way out of jams. Got some help on the defense as well. But these Barnstormers are known for late inning comebacks and late inning surges, so if you're a Cardinals fan, you ain't out of the woods yet. These Barnstormers are very, very tough outs for 27 outs. One count. It's in there for a called strike on Morin. Count now 1-2 from Gadget. That one just misses outside. The defense thought they had the strikeout there. Everybody was, at least on the right side of the infield, was walking back off the field before Rempel backpedaled quickly and back to his position in a hurry. Gadget will work again with a 2-2 count and 2 away. Gets the sign from Hernandez. Gadget's 2-2 offering. His line just over the head of the conductor down the left field line. And Spencer Morin has a 2-out single. That'll bring up Robert Mackey in the 9 spot.
Stepping up to the plate, third baseman number 7, Robert Mackey.
2-out single for Spencer Morin. 1 for 2 in the contest. He did walk earlier in the contest. Got as far as third base before being stranded. That was a check swing, and he went around on that one. Hernandez is going to walk that one off. I'm not sure where it got him, but he's making sure everything's attached still. Pitcher and umpire are going to have a little chat out there while they give Hernandez a few more minutes to collect his thoughts and his belongings. Gonna hear the replay on this one, and it goes, right off the ankle, it looks like. It went off the top of the shin, then off the ankle. So, yeah, you got it twice. Yeah, it looks like it went off the shin and ankle. Yeah, that's not fun. Of course, Junior Ibarra last night took 2 in a row, almost in the same spot you can't mention on the air. Before exiting the ball game, just a precaution. And Salazzo almost got that one down the line, too. Big swing and a miss on that one from Mackey. And quickly Gadgets ahead of count, 0-2. Gadget from the stretch, looks back the runner at first. Now misses outside for a ball. 1-2 the count. Hernandez trying to get Mackey to chase something out of the other zone. But Mackey with the patience at the plate here. And the discipline. Gadget's 1-2 offering is chopped down the third base line. That one's going to take a weird hop on Salazzo, and he is not going to have a play. Runner's going to third, though. To slide safely, they're going to throw to second base, and heads up base running by the Barnstormers here in the 7th inning have put the tying run at second base now. And the go-ahead run is at the plate for Evan Morrison now in a 2-0 ball game with 2 away. That one just took a weird hop on Salazzo as it just went past the base here. And then Mackey with the great read on this one as the throw went into third. He took off and just gunned it for second. Barnstormers being aggressive on these base paths yet again. That's pretty much why they've been so successful so far this season. They take risks that are calculated. They don't accidentally go 15-9 in the season in the inter-county. I thought Hernandez is adjusting his shoes out there. There's another conversation. Maybe Gadget noticed his shoelace was untied and told his catcher. That was a called strike. And the count 0-1 here on Morrison. Morrison has got a pair of hits, a double, a single so far. Misses low for a ball, count 1-1. Morrison came into action batting .402 tonight. 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. Or actually, sorry, upped his average to 402 on the night. Came in batting .393. Gadget from the stretch again. 1-1 offering. Morrison shows bunt and pulls that one down the line, but it's going to go foul. Not a bad idea here by the youngster. Salazzo way behind the bag here. Morrison with good wheels, so definitely could have legged it out here. Forced the defense to make a play. Like he would have scored a run. That one misses outside. Count 2-2 with on Gadget now. There is somebody else getting loose in the bullpen down there for the Cardinals. Hard to make out the numbers because they're wearing their dark jerseys tonight. So, although the frame could be Hospital, could be I think it's 71 down there. It is Stephen Hospital getting loose down there. My eyes do not deceive me after all. This one's popped down the line. Salazzo's got a read on it, and he's going to make the catch on the run. And the Cardinals will dodge the bullet thanks to the conductor down the line. Johnny reels that one in. Barnstormers strand a pair of base runners here. They stranded a small village once again tonight. But as the Cardinals lead this one here at the 7th inning stretch, 2-0 on Cable 14. Here on Friday Night Baseball, flying solo in the bird's nest. In a very rare occasion, as Reed Duffy is off enjoying a well-deserved fishing vacation with his family. He's back in time next week for Friday Night Baseball, which actually is on Thursday night next week, guys and gals. So don't forget that. We have the off game. Cardinals are on the road this Sunday, so it's a rare opportunity for Jenny and myself to go take in a ball game somewhere else. So we chose Chatham-Kent this weekend because we've never been. And it just happens the Cardinals are there tomorrow night, so we're looking forward to making the trek down to Fergie Jenkins Field in beautiful Chatham-Kent and hanging out with you guys and gals. We'll take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard once again here. Barrie Baycats all over the Brantford Red Sox 11-1. It's 0-0 still in that game between the London Majors and Kitchener Panthers, and yeah, there's only 8 hits in that ball game. And the Majors actually finally broke open the scoring. It's 1-0 in the bottom of the 7th inning. They finally got to Andy Vargas for a run in the 7th inning. And Tanner Rempel will lead things off here. And Welland Jackfish now leading the Maple Leafs. That one's in the bottom of the 5th inning, 9-4 at Dominico Field on what was supposed to be fireworks night at Dominico Field. But if this game keeps up like that, they're going to not be able to put the fireworks up because of noise ordinance once again in Toronto. Tanner Rempel will lead things off here in a 2-0 contest. His Cardinals leading this one. As Akatsuka has been rather dominant so far this contest, but just unfortunately the victim in circumstances twice. Cardinals getting a run in the 1st inning on a 2-out single by Josh Williams. As Rempel hits this one down the line, but foul and out of play. And somebody's going to wind up with a souvenir either in their tire well or off the side of their car and a big dent and an explanation for an insurance company, that's for sure. That one was rocking it out here. This one's popped up in the infield. Rempel throws the bat away in disgust. And it's caught by the shortstop, Sadler Goodwin, for the first out of the inning here in the 7th inning. So that Baycats Red Sox game is now 12-0 for the Baycats. Frank Garces has only allowed the Red Sox 3 hits so far in the top of the 5th inning. Matt Hitchcock jumping in on my DMs mentioning a possible no-hitter there. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm looking around going, which game? Because it wasn't what I thought. But that's been rectified now, so it's okay. League had to go we had to wait almost 48 years for a 9-inning no-hitter. Now we almost get 2 in back-to-back nights. You got to be kidding me. What are the odds of that? I think the most thing that was most dumbfounding about last night that Owen Boone, not that he threw the no-hitter, but where he threw it, was Jack Couch Park, which is a hitter-friendly ballpark. And everything the Panthers hit in the air was staying in the ballpark last night. Meanwhile, the Cardinals, every time they launched one in the air, seemed like it was going to clear the yard. As that one is fouled off here. Akatsuka steps off here and didn't like the sign call. Stephen Hospital indicating he's ready to go on the hill, down to the dugout. He will likely have the 8th inning. As this one's driven to right field, not that deep. Right fielder is going to camp underneath this one, and Tommy Reyes-Cruz is retired on the F9 for the second inning. They'll be bringing up Yoki Pena with the most catchiest walk-up song, at least on this team anyways. This one was the one that kind of just earworms into your head all day.
Stepping up to the plate, the left fielder, number 12.
As the Eggman comes to the plate. Of course, you got to shout out Hamilton Cardinals fan on Instagram who came up with the nickname for him, which makes sense. It makes perfect sense. That one misses low for a ball. Of course, we're getting an update from the Goon Saloon and at the Riley's house that Dave Tabokhurst, former Guelph Royals manager, former manager of the Kitchener Panthers, is actually in attendance at the Goon Saloon, enjoying a few cold ones with the boys. He's now coaching the Aberfoyle Wolfpack. So great to see you tuned in as well, Tebow. 2-1 in this account now on Yoki Pena. No activity down in the Barnstormers bullpen, as Pena chases that one and evens the count at 2-2. Another great performance by Akasuka, but unfortunately, the offense has been non-existent again. A lot of runners left in scoring position, a lot of runners left on base. Just unable to get that run they need across. And the Cardinals know firsthand how that feels. That one is fouled away here and out of play, as Fukuda goes headlong into the fence almost to make that play. And now checking in everybody as he's walking away. Right into the camera bay. RJ Rose down the line. Of course, our cameraman went down there with the mobile camera as well, so they had to get out of their way in a hurry, as it was coming 3D at you in a hurry. Big swing and miss. Akatsuka gets Pena to chase, and that'll end the inning. We're off to the 8th inning. The Cardinals leading this one 2-0 here on Cable 14.
These days at your local Legion, we're marching to the beat of a different drum. On a mission to support veterans, to have fun, and to welcome everyone to our ranks. You don't have to be a veteran to join the Legion. And as a member, you'll join thousands of others serving our veterans, our communities, and our country. Oh yeah, and our Member Perks program will save you thousands on shopping, dining, products, and services across the country. Join us at legion.ca.
Playing in the background, that means one thing: the doctor is in the house. Stephen Hospital takes over on the mound here for the Cardinals, looking to preserve this 2-0 lead against the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. Of course, the Cardinals striking for one in the first inning on the RBI single by Josh Williams with 2 outs, and they get the other run home on a sacrifice fly in the 5th inning. But other than that, it's been a pitcher's duel, very low scoring, not a lot of hits, a lot of great defensive plays on both sides of the coin tonight. So if you tuned in on Cable 14, you definitely got to see a barn burner and a great way to start the home-and-home series between the Cardinals and Barnstormers here. But we're not out of the woods yet. These Barnstormers are very resilient and been known to score runs in the 8th inning and beyond. So you got to be very mindful. Of course, that's how you're going to set up the bullpen tonight here. Hospital and likely Rodney or somebody else coming in the 9th, as somebody is getting down there, getting loose. As we get back to action here, have some conversations going on behind us here too, just about who's got to do what on the PA system too. So I got kind of caught in the middle of it. Sorry. That one's in there, and that one misses upstairs. Hospital not sure where that one misses, but it did miss. And Spencer Marcus has a 1-0 count in his favor. Marcus Fukuda and Braxton Haggett's due up in the inning here. Barnstormers leaving a small village on base yet again. As Marcus hits this one, but it goes foul down the line and out of play. First strike one, count even at 1-1. Barnstormers out hitting the Cardinals 7-6 in this contest. And the Cardinals pitchers have done 20 1/3 of an innings pitched of scoreless baseball since Sunday. That one's fouled away. You know, it's the little things. The pitching has been outstanding this season. The batting sometimes has been suspect. And that wasn't the case Sunday, and it wasn't the case last night. Tonight, again, it's back to, okay, we're not getting the most of opportunities, but, they're finding ways to manufacture runs, and that's all you can ask if you're Luis Bernardo and the coaching staff here is find ways to manufacture runs. It's a comebacker up the middle. Hospital will take it on the bounce. He'll throw it at first in time to get Marcus. 1-3 goes. You put one away here in the 8th inning. But, yes, it's been wholesale changes this week. In case you've missed the headlines, the Cardinals fired the entire coaching staff. Luis Bernardo took over as manager. He hired Angel Castro, the former Maple Leaf, former Oakland Athletics pitching prospect, former starting pitcher anyways, with the Oakland A's, as his assistants. And, of course, the director of player personnel has come in to step into a coaching role on the field as well, making the first female coach in the league here, to our recollection anyways. So Cardinals, got in a huge win last night, courtesy of the no-hitter by Owen Boone and the big run scoring. But yes, they're not out of the woods yet. They haven't quite found the groove yet. This might be the first opportunity, and they've won 2 in a row many times this year. Never won 3. If the score holds up, that would be 3. Barnstormers 15-9 in the season. Cardinals are 11-12. Would love to get the record back to 500, like we said, before the road swing this weekend. Tomorrow night in Chatham-Kent. You can find that game on Cable 14 as well as the Barnstormer, the YouTube channel. And then Sunday they're in Brantford against the Red Sox and would love to get a little payback for last Friday night. Red Sox stealing victory in the 9th inning. As Fukuda tries to bunt his way aboard here. Slough's away behind the base now. May have to come in a couple steps. Actually, he's taking a couple more steps back here. As Hospital gets the sign from the catcher Hernandez. 0-2 offering. Misses inside. On Haggith. Seth Strong waits on deck. Apologies, I thought that was Fukuda at the plate before. Point streak hadn't flipped over, and I wasn't looking at my lines, my box score here. Wasn't looking at my score sheet. That one's fouled away, and 1-2 the count now with 2 away. It's been another great pitcher's duel tonight. That one's popped and foul out of play here. And Hospital will work again with a 1-2 count. Hospital has a 0.71 ERA, 12.2 innings pitched coming into action tonight. 18 strikeouts, and half the defense once again thought he got the call, but Dave Phillips says no, that was outside, and it's 2-2 the count now. Even Haggett thought that was strike 3. Fooled everybody. The doctor will go back to work here. 2-2 offering. Popped in the air in the infield. Hospital trying to get out of the way. He's going to let the shortstop Nickel make that play. and the inning is over. A 1-2-3 inning for the doctor. He'll check out here, and somebody else will warm up down the bullpen. I wonder who it could be.
Here's your last chance to grab some food from the bird feeder.
We'll see who it is when we come back here on Cable 14.
Both will be closing at the end of this inning. Don't miss your final.
Fans, thank you for joining us for an unforgettable night at the ballpark. But the fun doesn't stop here. We're back at Bernie Arbor this Thursday, July.
Yeah, of course, you just saw the trailer there for tomorrow night's game in Chatham-Kent is brought to you by our friends at TS Media. They do such a great job with those visuals. Of course, the guys had a lot of fun on Media Day doing all those things in the studio. Just a great crew that they do great visuals for every Cardinals home game here on Cable 14. We're very spoiled here. That's for sure. 2-0 is your score in the home half of the 8th inning. New pitcher on the hill for the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. By the looks of it, actually, no, Akasuka's still out there. There's still Akasuka out there. My corrections. There is activity down in the Barnstormers bullpen. Now, I think these guys are just getting loose just in case. As Brandon Nickel will lead off the home half of the 8th inning. His Cardinals leading this one 2-0. What can you say about the job Akasuka's done tonight? Other than he probably deserves a better fate on any other night. That's for sure. You give up 2 runs, you pretty much should be able to do something here. That's unfortunately that his team has not been able to pick him up on the offense here. First pitch to Nichols misses for ball 1. 7 left on base so far, according to the guys via the DMs. As Nickel hit the chopper to the shortstop. Fielded easily by Sadler. Good one on to first in time. Nickel retired on the 6-3. And that'll bring up Rocky Mountain Thunder, Mr. Tyler Duncan. Duncan, of course, you missed it off the top this morning. Named as the starter for the All-Star game in his home diamond. And, of course, having on good authority, he's going to be defending his title at the Home Run Derby next weekend. Gets a chance to defend it here in his home diamond in front of his hometown crowd. Of course, the BC native not too far removed from being a league MVP, so a pair of MVPs on this side of the diamond right now. Duncan takes a big hack at that first offering from Akasuka for strike 1. I do like that idea, Cole. I do like that idea. Just my only problem is that beeping sound that happens on Discord. I like that idea, though. So it's popped in the air. And Duncan's retired on the F7 to who else out in left field, but the Vulture has been stealing a lot of baseballs tonight. And that's with the utmost respect out there. Just when you think it's going to die a hero, he comes flying into action there. As Carlos Dominguez will bat now with 2 away here in the home half of the 8th inning. Cardinals leading this one 2-0. This one's a little more routine than the last few he's made attempts on. Carlos Dominguez, trying to just get on base any way you can right now. When you're in a bit of a slump and you got wheels like you do, like Dominguez here, you got to push one down somewhere and force the defense to make an out, or you leg it out and beat them out. Not a bad idea, because the defense is way down the lines here. This one's popped up high in the infield, and it's going to stay playable. Catcher makes the clutch as the pitcher gets the heck out of the way, and that's going to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. The Cardinals go here in the home half of the 8th inning, and that means one person might be coming into the ballpark momentarily here. So he's completing his warm-ups by the looks of it down there, as Fernando Rodney gets loose in the bullpen here for the 9th inning. Great job by Alistair to get him on the mobile camera as he comes in once again and I don't know how Alistair does this backing up this way, no problems whatsoever, but here he comes into the ballpark. The Major League Baseball legend, closer with 327 career saves at the Major League level. Former Tiger, former Twin, former Diamondback, former Tampa Bay Ray. Did I forget anybody? I always forget somebody, but yes. As we always pause for dramatic effect when the Stormers have got the heart of their order coming up. I see Steph Strong down there swinging the bat, so you know he's due up in this inning. Dan Dominguez, of course, jumping in. Of course, that would be the first, not the way you want it, but if CK can come back, it'd be Akatsuka will have the first complete game in Barnstormers history. And, you know, he's pitched absolutely well tonight. And like I've said off many times in this broadcast tonight, any other given night, he's probably got a 2-0 lead, and he's going to be setting history in his own way. He's pitched outstanding tonight. So, you know, that's the takeaway. He might be running home to his friends and everything else and overseas and say, yeah, I pitched great tonight, but unfortunately my offense let me down. When you only make he didn't really make mistakes tonight. You look at the first inning, it was okay, back-to-back singles. He got 2 strikeouts, and then Josh Williams hit a 2-1 pitch up the middle here. And then you look at the 5th inning, they got a couple of base runners across that came home on a sacrifice fly. So, you know, in most situations, you take those. You give them 2 runs and go, you know what? Hey, I pitched rather well here tonight. Now it's up to Fernando Rodney to close this one out for the Cardinals here. And he's got the tough task of facing the Panda to lead this one off here. Rodney gets the sign here. He gets set up onto the stretch now. But even this, I swear this is probably a thrill for Strong and company. As it should be. Get the opportunity, even though he is 48 years old now, you get the opportunity to face a former major leaguer who still loves playing the game of baseball that we all want to play until we can no longer play anymore. And well, Fernando proves those odds on a nightly basis. Defies those odds. Strong swings and misses that one on the check swing, and it's quickly 0-2 from Rodney. Rodney gets the sign from Hernandez as Strong steps back into the box. Big swing and a miss. Rodney gets the punch out. Pandas are retired. There's one away here in the 9th inning.
Stepping up to the plate, the designated hitter number 20, Trent Sillett.
Trent Sillett now the batter. He came in as a pinch hitter for Owen Constantino and struck out his first time at the plate. Constantino was 0 for 2 in the contest. As Gil Rendon not afraid to platoon those 2 guys to find out who's going to be his first baseman. Sillett chases that one out of the zone for strike 1. I think Rodney's just glad he's not facing the Brantford Red Sox. That team has his number. Which is kind of odd for a major leaguer to say. That one's a called strike, and Sillett watches with it. Okay, that one zipped in there a little bit. Nods his head in agreement. 0-2 the count now. As Sillett finds himself down to his last strike here, and the Barnstormers now a strike and an out away from here. That one just misses outside. Dave Phillips did not punch him out on that one. Sillett stays alive at 1-2. Definitely a little more conviction behind that throw now tonight. Whereas last Friday didn't look like Rodney was loose at all. Definitely got the proper preps in this evening. 1-2 offering. Chopped up the middle. Tommy Reyes Cruz is going to charge this one. Flips to first in time for the putout. So it's retired on the 4-3, 2 away.
Stepping up to the plate, the shortstop number 3, Sadler Goodwin.
Going to bring up Sadler Goodwin in the contest with 2 away now. Barnstormers with 7 hits. They out-hit the Cardinals in this contest, 7-6. The Cardinals getting, like I mentioned before, a run in the first inning on the 2-out single by Josh Williams, and the other run in the 5th inning on a sacrifice fly. That one misses for a ball on Goodwin. And Rodney falls behind the count at 1-0. I know the Hop father is a huge Tigers fan, so he's probably having mixed emotions right now watching a former Tiger pitch against his Barnstormers. I'm sure a lot of Barnstormer fans are Tiger fans. That one misses inside for a ball, and the count is 2-0. The signature hat is askew, the hammer on his head, and the fireball in his arm. Ready to go here with a 2-0 count with 2 away. That one misses low, and it quickly is 3-0 on Sadler Goodwin. Raleigh just doesn't seem like he likes this mound some nights. But he reminds himself what he's done so many times in the major leagues. He goes back out there, takes a deep breath, looks in from the sign with a 3-0 count. That one's in there for a call strike at the letters. And the count now 3-1. Crowd rallying behind him as we're trying to will him to get this out here and end this ball game. Rodney gets the sign from Hernandez. 3-1 offering. Popped foul, and it's now full at 3-2. Barnstormers down to their last pitch. Last out, possibly. Last strike. As this theme from Jaws echoes through here, and Sadler Goodwin has to collect his thoughts to that ominous sound and look back out there and go, yeah, I am facing Jaws. Rodney from the stretch once again. It's the sign from Hernandez. 3-2 offering. Check swing. They went around, and it's going to be appealed down to first. Hernandez quickly up with it. Throws to first, and there's another save for the legend Fernando Rodney. Well, actually, no, not. Ball 4. Guess that was overruled. I thought the umpire said he went around on it. My mistake. Even though the umpire's asking, Luis Bernardo asked if he swung at it. But they're saying it was ball 4. Not sure why the plate umpire made that signal then. We'll have to see here. Oof. Guess he held back, and that was always appealing down to first on that play, and then he said he did not go around. All right, we thought the way he was punching out there, he was already calling strike 3, and that's why Hernandez raced down there. My mistake, my apologies. That one's in there for a called strike. As Goodwin takes the first, and Spencer Moore in the batter now. That one misses outside, evens the count 1-1 on Spencer Morin. Morin batting .292 on the season, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. 1 for 2 in the contest tonight. This is, of course, if the score holds up, will be the lowest scoring game this season for the Barnstormers as well. Two-one offering now to Spencer Morin from Rodney. Fouls that one off, evens the count at 2-2. And once again, the Barnstormers down to their last strike as Rodney looking to put this one away for his Cardinals. Two-two offering. Swung on and missed. And now you can pull the arrow out, Fernando. Shoot it to the sky as let that arrow fly. Cardinals win this one 2-0 here at home on Friday Night Baseball. The Cardinals get it done once again, their third consecutive win of the season for the first time this year. The Barnstormers lose a tough one. They lose a very tough one. They got a great start from their starting pitcher. He was the whole complete game here, unfortunately, but on the wrong side of the W. Probably deserved a better fate, but the Cardinals found a way to get 2 runs across while the Barnstormers left a small village on the base paths and have nothing to show for it, getting blanked tonight 2-0. As Friasis Adamas, no surprise, is the player of the game tonight. From the Wings Up Canada, player of the game, and you see handshakes and high fives throughout the field here, and the Cardinals under Luis Bernardo are now 2-0. Of course, the home and home series will conclude tomorrow now in Chatham-Kent. You can catch the game on Cable 14, or you can watch it on YouTube as well on the Barnstormers YouTube channel. I will be in attendance tomorrow night. We're going to say hi to Chris and Ed as well and everybody else in Chatham-Kent. Thank you so much for watching this evening. I'm not sure if we have a post-game interview or not, but we're going to see if we do or not. Sometimes we do, but of course when it's a Spanish-speaking pitcher, it's kind of hard to get translators down there in a hurry as well. But Freya Sadamas is the player of the game. And the Cardinals, like I said, they hit the road for a pair of games this weekend. 2-0 is your final. Yes, tomorrow night game time is 7:05 in Chatham-Kent. And then Sunday afternoon they are in Brantford to take on the Red Sox. That's a 2:05 start on the Red Sox YouTube channel. We're back home Thursday night when the Barrie Bay Cats are here to take on your Cardinals. We'll see you guys then.
Here we go. We're a team. Congratulations, guys. Go Cards!
As Emily gets a very brief interview from Freya Sadamas, which, is loosely translated, is probably the best thing you can do as far as that stuff. But Freya Sadamas was outstanding tonight, as was Masuki Akatsuka for the Barnstormers. You got treated to a very close pitching duel that could have gone either way tonight. Barnstormers, of course, out hitting the Cardinals 7-6 in this contest, but just unable to score runs tonight. Which we know, if you're a Cardinals fan, you've seen that happen many, many times here at this ballpark. So we know how they feel. But for everybody at Cable 14, we're going to send you off tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Neil Sherwas. We'll catch you next Thursday night here on Cable 14.